Hey there guys, it's Metro. We are back again. Why's that guy holding a fish? Back again. Another day. Hopefully we can get some more Mythic Plus score success stuff today. Well, that gives a lot of rep. Wait, what the hell is that? Your warband's reputation decreased, then increased. Huh? Mex Dodge DOJ, what's up? Dalgorithm and Warshak, how you guys doing today? What are you up to today? Well, anyway, I had that as well with the Ascara faction. Yeah, it's weird, right? You're working. Oh, no. Hate work. Alright. What we got? Canadian Zombie says morning. Not even. Oh, yeah, you're right, actually. My bad. 2 more minutes. Then it's over. Been invited. I started a new leveling challenge. I recorded a new one this morning. We're back to publishing on the second channel. If you guys aren't aware, I have a second channel. The link is there. Basically all things WoW that aren't max level progression content. A lot of leveling challenges and fun stuff on there. We started a new one today. The first episode will be live tomorrow on that. Warshak says, so what's up with all these tank changes I keep hearing about? I have like 4 videos on that topic now. What questions do you have? What specific questions do you have? Jaina Proudmo. That ain't the real one. Tank damage got buffed. Was it all tank damage or was it just blood? I saw a blood 10% damage buff, but that's totally, it doesn't matter. They nerfed the fuck out of it. Big nerf. If you didn't see, Bone Storm is now only going to give, it's only going to snap off 5 Bone Shield instead of 10. I actually suggested they did this months ago before we knew if they were doing anything yet. Somehow they took all this time to get it done, but they are doing it. All tanks got damage buffs? Ah, okay. So not even a buff for blood then, unfortunate. SLB, what's up, my friend? How the hell are you? Glad to see you. That's some of the changes I was hearing. Yeah, you'll definitely want to look into them. There's some pretty substantial changes coming soon. Well, I'm not even sure they are coming soon. That's kind of the problem. That's the thing that worries me. Basically 2 different patch cycles in this pre-patch at this rate, it looks like. Which is not ideal. Somebody leave? What's this? What?
Have you come to tell a tale?
Why can't I do this quest again?
May your nets always be full.
That's peculiar. When did tank damage get buffed? Last night on the beta. My friend just spent $500 on magic cards. Am I the cause of it? All of a sudden I just hear a bunch of people like dumping money into cards, but we never talked about it before. Like, is it just because I started talking about it, now everybody else is talking about it? Or am I causing people to just like throw all their free money in? What is this? All their free money into trading cards. Is it me? Like, did I do this? That's pretty easy to do. I know that, but I'm saying, why is it here? I've already done this quest.
Fine work. Have you
Obviously.
fished much before?
Okay, so even like a year ago, you were still spending a lot of money on cards, just not talking about it in stream. Just making sure I'm not like causing people to just like dump their life savings into trading cards. Do you play Magic? No, I don't play any card games. I have a second channel where we've been delving into Pokemon TCG unpacking, which I will also link. I am desperate for watch and I don't know, it's just not going up. Like this, I feel like we only need 400 watch hours, and it's just like not happening, even though there's a good amount of views on these videos. But anyway, well, that's not even the right channel. Fuck. Sorry about that. Let's delete that. Delete. Then this. That's the other channel. That's the channel where we've been uploading the Pokemon Let's Play and also unboxing and opening Pokemon TCG packs. Not really interested in Magic the Gathering though at this point. I like the old Magic the Gathering cards a lot, but the new ones just, they are like super unappealing to me. Someone buy my Magic the Gathering card collection. Tired of looking at them. You should sell them. You should sell them. It's actually really engaging. I really enjoyed like just selling one card at a time. It's very fun. eBay has now finally given me a... I think the limit is now 400, so I just need to just keep listing them. I sold a Dragon Ball Z card too, which I didn't expect to even have, let alone sell. Yeah, 225 remaining in July, so that's obviously not, we're not gonna be able to list 225. But it does say list up to 250 items for free every month. You have to fucking pay to list them otherwise. So no matter what my actual limit is, I'm not gonna be listing more than 250 a month. I'm not paying to list cards. That's ridiculous. They're taking a fucking cut and I have to pay them just to list it? No, no, no. My friend spent $250 on a land card in Magic, which is kind of like energy from Pokemon. Jix was talking about like specific land cards being very valuable as well. Why would they be valuable? Are they limited edition of some sort? Or do they just look really good or something? Like why would anybody pay more than... They're obviously rare, but why? Why are they rare, I guess is the question. Yeah, just like 20 minutes ago, I sold my first Dragon Ball Z card, so I gotta get that shipped out tomorrow. The ones he bought are really old, and different lands do different things, do they? That and fetch lands are really good to have in your deck. Yeah, but $250? Like, I have 1,000,000 lands, but they're not, none of them are gonna sell for anything, right? Or should I list them too? I have a whole stack of lands from the old days. Should I list those as well? Denoise, what's up, buddy? How's it going? How you doing? Hello, you bearded devil. Love from Denmark. Simon, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Simon, are you Simon Strong? Because if so, love from Harrenhal, huh? Probably not related to him. Gio, what's up, my friend? Welcome as well. How the hell are you? Chilling at work, man. Enjoying the day. Oh, well, that's good. Chilling at work. Probably not the right words you want. I bet your boss won't love to hear that, but regardless, I'm glad that you're having a good day. I never looked at the roof there. These bosses are probably gonna hit real hard, huh? What's up, King? Are you cranking? That's Pog. No, none of those things. So I got a weird thing happen today. eBay said I had 2 cards delivered at 9 a.m., which definitely did not happen. Nobody's out there delivering mail at 9 a.m. here. So I don't know if that was some kind of error made by, like, maybe they put them on the truck at 9 a.m. I'm kind of worried about it now, though. Is this your first 17? I mean, if we finish it, yeah, we've already done a few 17s, but they didn't get finished. Maybe only just one, I don't remember. I know we did at least one. Yeah, 17 Azure Vault last week disband, and then 17 Naka the previous couple days prior. Actually, it looks like, no, that's the same day, yeah, 2 days. 2 in 1 day there. 17's a lot more like where we should be progression-wise. How does Mythic Plus work like now? I left for college at patch 2 of Dragonflight. Well, I was gonna say same, but I guess you missed the fact that the scaling has, like, they cut the bottom 10 levels off, basically. So a 17 now is like a 27 from the past kind of thing. Not quite that severe, but that's what they're going for from what I've been told. Well, from what I've been told by Blizzard, so. A 2 is like a 10. That part I'm not 100% clear on, but I think so, yeah. I really support this, though. This was something I talked a lot about over the course of the expansion, that there was just basically hours of keys that people were progressing through that were not challenging their characters whatsoever. We have multiple videos featuring it, and I actually, like, just look back at those on the video I published on Monday, where people are, like, basically getting hit by mechanics and that it's not killing them, so they don't know, like... Because in that case, like, if there's like a big red fire circle on the ground and you go run into it and it doesn't kill you and it doesn't even do appreciable damage to you, did you soak it? You know what I mean? Like, is that a good thing? Like, you can't tell. Like, the mechanic needs to kill you if it's supposed to kill you later. And I really feel like they needed to do this, and they did it. What about leveling? Normal and heroic leveling dungeons are like Mythic 5. Mythic 5. Leveling? There's no such thing as heroic leveling dungeons, first of all, but... Yeah, a heroic dungeon is now the old 0, basically. I think it's Mythic 0 equals 10 and plus 2 equals 12 or something like that. Maybe. But there's no way a 0 and a 10 are equivalent because there's no timer and stuff in a 0, so it's a lot easier. Some sellers use those uncommon delivery companies like DHS. They may deliver at strange times. No, this is USPS. Although you're right, I guess there's no, maybe it's not, but it doesn't matter. Nothing was delivered. So if something was supposed to be delivered, 2 separate things were supposed to be delivered, and they weren't delivered, but they were both delivered somewhere else, I guess I'm fucked. But I'm pretty sure this is USPS. I guess I could, let me see, can I find out? I guess I'll give it today and tomorrow, but if it doesn't come by Friday, I'm going to have to go down there and figure it out. I mean, where you are level 72 to 79? Yeah, still no heroics, right? BM Hunter just got sent to the Shadow Realm. Oh, really? Yeah, they're making way too many serious class changes this late. It's really frustrating. Good afternoon. There has been a 4th placeholder fix for Season 1 The War Within announced on Wowhead. Oh, okay. Yeah, they better get moving. They got a couple weeks only to get these done. Let's take a look at it. Oh, it's just, that's all it is. Doesn't actually have info. I never actually saw this one. But they're all hard. The 2 that I tested were quite difficult. Zach, welcome back. What do you think about AI voice actors in video games? I think it's the future. What? You mean like the company just instead of paying actual voice actors, just having AI? I doubt they'll ever do that. But that add-on that like makes all the quests read out loud with AI, that's pretty cool. WoW Krendor interview? This dude still covers WoW? He makes tons of videos. Oh, really? Oh, that's good. I didn't realize he still actually was engaged in WoW. I mean, when I met him back when, I think it was Mop, when Jesse invited him to the guild, he did not even play WoW. He got the invite to the guild, and I don't think he logged on once through all of Mop. I love the classic AI voice questing add-on. It's amazing. Yeah, I was using it in Classic. It's not very good, to be honest. Well, at least the version I use. I have to use like an old version. Maybe there's more improvements now. But the one I used was pretty weak, but it did a decent job at least. It just was really robotic sounding. Making contracts with voice actors, allowing people to talk to NPCs. Allowing the players to talk to NPCs. I don't know what you mean, sorry. But yeah, who knows? You never know what the future holds. Five or 10 more years, Metro. I can't wait. You'll have to wait. That's a long time from now. You don't want to wish your life away, man. 10 years from now is, yeah, that's not, you don't want to be moving 10 years into the future too fast. You're going to miss a lot. Anybody ever order something from Goldbelly before? First time doing that. Yo, like the videos? Hey, Mgal, thank you. If that's the case, I'm gonna hound the maw for my queen. Oh, where is she? You mean Sylvanas, I guess, probably, huh? Never Goldbelly, but I did HelloFresh for a couple months. Oh, Goldbelly's like a delivery service. Like, not a food subscription service. It's like a delivery service. It's like DoorDash more than HelloFresh. It's the longest I think I've ever seen a DPS no sign up. Like, no sign up at all. It's pretty wild. Is this retail? Of course. I think I'm playing a Dragonflight private server. There's a guy. I never actually watched the actual cinematic too. How was it? I watched that recap thing. That was really good. I'm gonna hit up the card shop today and see what goodies I can get. See, like, okay, I have a question for you. Did I get you into this? Am I the reason that you're spending all this money and time on cards? Sylvanas is my Bwilla. What is that? You re-sparked my interest. All right, well, I'm sorry, first of all. I guess if you have plenty of money, I guess it's all right. Bartos. Kowalski. Thanks for
Metro, what do you think is the best healer for Mythic Plus?
Mythic Plus?
Blood
Death Knight. Thank you very much, man. Death Grip Tier. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Blood Pool. Have you played Baldur's Gate 3 now? I'm glad you asked, Noble Knight. What's that? You're RPing or something? Metro's becoming a bad influence? I feel like it. I mean, it sounds like 3 people from the stream all of a sudden went from not spending any money on Pokemon, well, 4 because me included, spending now like hundreds of dollars a month, maybe thousands of dollars. I don't know how the fuck Jix is affording it. He's buying like crazy amounts. People are spending like crazy cash on this all of a sudden. I feel like the pull of addiction to it, and I can't afford it, so I've just like stopped. It's like I don't have the money for this right now. But you know, I could imagine others might not be in that control, like level of control. So don't feel sorry. I love collecting. Well, I kind of feel bad for, like, I don't know, I kind of do feel bad about it, but as long as you're sure and you got the money, it's all good, I guess. Buila is a beautiful woman I'd like to ask out. Okay. Why do you need the B and W? Did you catch up on the latest House of the Dragon? Oh yeah, I watched it Monday night. Apparently the final episode is leaked. I won't be watching it early. I didn't make it up. Well, I didn't say you did, but what's the difference between like, would you ask out a non-beautiful woman? An ugly woman? So a Uila? An ugly woman I'd still like to ask out? Like what? I don't spend money on other things like alcohol or drugs, so I might as well spend it on fun things. It's a good way to look at it, yeah. I mean, you can always get into drugs. I might as well be. I'm such a bad influence as it is. Season 1 was 10 episodes. Did not realize season 2 is ending this week. Yeah, only 8. And then I think the Dunkin' Egg one is only 6, right? I don't know. I don't really like this, but I guess it's how it goes. You mean a wretch? Nay. Alright, anyway, let's get some keys done. Hopefully we'll finally get into some keys here. It's right 12:20. If Metro takes any drugs, that's what we're going to try for sure in chat. Yeah, you can give it a shot. I might try paracetamol. I've heard that one is pretty useful. Maybe caffeine. You guys ever tried caffeine?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Afternoon, long-time watcher. What's up, buddy? Thanks for becoming a member. Good luck with keys. Off top, rather hyped for the weekend, flying to LA. All the way from Poland for a boxing event. Oh, well. That's pretty intense. How long is that flight? That's got to be fucking long, because it's 8 hours just from here. I've heard doctors are trying MDMA on veterans. Oh yeah, that's like a legit thing, yeah. Guess we're not stopping any of these casts. Of course, I've seen this pack going a long time. Okay, we drop stacks. Okay, spamming about mana on the first pack. That's what you want to hear. Nice Holy Priest doing 8k DPS on the first pack. It's gonna be a good one. Did the tank nerfs get added this reset? No, they won't be added until the game's out, it looks like. Additionally, there's M&M performance as well. Oh yeah, that's cool. Must be a big event. Terrence Crawford, okay. Yeah, I think you and I spoke about boxing a while ago. It was also in AV, I remember that. Oh good, I'm glad that you're gonna enjoy it. Hopefully, yeah, 27 hours of flight. You read that? You already said that. That's fucking insane. How, is that over 4 days? Oh, okay. So you're stopping multiple places. That's interesting. I just texted my friend and asked him how much the cards actually were. He spent $800 on the lands. Yeah, it's nuts. I don't know who's got money for this shit, man. That's like a full month of bills right there. More than, well, probably not that much, but. Did you buy alpha lands? Well, are they clear, you mean? Or are they really... I guess you mean they're like Chad lands, right? Like they're really serious and put down people who are below them?
The sundered flame have been delving into my vault. They do not understand the dangers within, nor the powers they meddle with.
My truck payment keeps me out of Pokemon cards? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Who's got money for that? My first Magic release was called Alpha. The first Magic release. So they're very rare and very expensive. I know, it's trolling. I think they're Alpha lands, Tropical Islands, and Badlands. Oh, they got Badlands? That's in WoW, so I don't know about that one. What about... Oh, and it's STV probably, huh? The island with the water elementals on them. I was hoping for some utility finally for Arms Warrior. We got 5% model size instead. Dude, a lot of people like go nuts over that. There was this guy who was like, he was like obsessed with making his character as large as possible in every way. And I can't remember, they like nerfed one of them or something like that, and he threw a fucking fit on the forums. It's like the most embarrassing thing ever. It's like I look at that as like, alright, you got something wrong with you, man. If you are this worked up over something that like nobody else gives a fuck about, I think you got something wrong with you. I remember when McDonald's had Pokemon cards and people were buying them in bulk. Oh yeah, I bet. Oh. Probably profitable to sell Pokemon cards even back in 2000, huh? Poker corruption. It is really crazy how serious people take this shit. There's only one card I still really want, and it's that Mew from the Chaldean Fate set. I was gonna buy more of those cards, but now they're not on sale on Best Buy anymore, or on eBay anymore, so that's it for me. Okay, how many times this guy died? It's still not updated. I did see, though, that the guy who makes Angry Keystones confirms that he will update it. He's just unable to play the game right now. But hopefully it means it'll just be updated before Dragonflight's over. Og got what is a 20% nerf to Ebon Might and lost Close as Clutchmates. It might be hard to justify playing it. Good. I have the Detective Pikachu one from the movie. Oh, really? That sounds like that would be expensive. Any of the Pikachu promo cards are usually pretty good. I got a pretty good nerf. Good. Glad to see it.
Beware.
Helly Shaman got freaking deleted? Oh, really? That's surprising. They were good for 1 week. Well, that's not in the game, is it? I don't think so. So they'll be good for the rest of the pre-patch, I assume.
Beware.
Air for a day, Alley Shaman. You can't possibly still be mad about this or whatever he says. Are these gonna die? What are we doing with these? I don't think I've ever seen the previous set up like this. Hope Fire Mage was buffed. Good one. So nobody's getting those ones.
Beware.
Alright, well this one's not looking good. This is going really poorly, really, like from the start. Paladin's gotta have like 4 deaths already. Took a bunch of power from Living Bomb on fire, and they gave a bit more power on the hero talent, so. Well, that guy's got the cheat death thing at least.
Beware.
Although I play Summon Blood in Dragonflight as well as an alt, it feels really fun to play. I like easy gathering compared to Prot Warrior. Yeah, it's really nice. Prot Warrior is a lot harder to get all the mobs in together, obviously. I'm at 69 million. It's just a waste of time. I guess we'll try one more round, and then if this guy dies, we'll Shadow Meld. My Arcane Familiar was dispelling my Polymorphs before yesterday. Did he really live? Wow, that's impressive. I guess we'll keep it. Could you do some damage though, dude? You're not gonna be able to do this if you're doing 40k DPS here. Who's he healing? I mean, nobody's even in danger. Pally seems to think the objective of the game is to die. Yeah, maybe. That would make a lot of sense if he did think that. Because he's doing that pretty well. That priest is like able to live, so I guess we'll just eventually kill the boss. We have a res too. Should res the warlock. The bulkiest.
Beware.
Just really gonna pad the stats here with this fight, huh? You should go somewhere else. I can get these. I actually only have 2 total, so that's really good.
Beware.
So many new players are playing Paladins because Ret is the easiest DPS spec? Yeah. I would imagine that that is true.
Beware.
Yeah, we're consistently having 2 up, so They should have no problem surviving that. Wonder if he used bubble or bop. Bop he could have actually really used a huge effect because the priest kept getting threatened and not bringing the mobs to me. And he actually died because of that. That was how we kind of fell apart. So if he bopped everybody there, that could have been huge. Nah, that's 4, so that is probably going to be the death. But it's at 9 million. I don't know how the fucking healer lives, but the warlock doesn't. Did they nerf warlock's defense or something? Oops? Who's saying oops? The guy's been dead for 5 minutes? Fade is 20% DR plus flash heal. So you're saying Holy Priest has better defensives than Warlocks? Is that what you're saying right now? Alright, 7 minutes, so probably should have just wiped, but that's not too bad. I have no idea how that guy lives and the Warlock doesn't.
The location of my vault was chosen to harness and make use of this powerful
Fade is 10, not 20. Oh, yeah.
While a marvel to behold, I am unsure of what effects it will have on your mortal form. Do be on the lookout for the growth of extra appendages.
Beware. Beware.
I should have realized this was going to be like insanely difficult because these guys haven't, I don't think they stopped a single cast the whole time. Pretty much all on me. Oh, we got through it. We got our stacks reset. Hey, Pochi, welcome back.
You have discovered one of my books of translocation. Since the majority of the vault's
What do you think about the new way they will deliver the story in the war with in World War One? War Within, I guess. What do you mean by that? I'm unaware of how they would do it, so I don't know. World War One, yeah. I don't know. War Within. Within is one word. You don't need 2 letters to abbreviate it. He's right though about what? Within is one word, yeah. The World Soul Saga is World War One, World War Two, and World War Three. The War Soul Saga may be that, but that's not this one. I love playing Bloody Cave with Extension. Came AMS the boss debuff, AMS crystal debuffs, can Death Grip adds on second boss. Yeah, there's a lot of good AMS targets in this season. For sure.
Beware. Beware. Beware.
It can be like a bar to drink at. The war within. I love it. Two ends. Love that. Hey Metro, have you considered participating in cutting edge content?
Beware.
Nah, I don't have any time now.
Beware.
What do you mean, like joining a guild for mythic rating? Is that what you mean by cutting edge content, or do you mean like the top mythic plus ever? One way or the other, limited by pugging in that way, so. It sounds like you fight the staff at the end. That'd be crazy, yeah. Joining a mythic guild? Nah, I don't have time to join any guild, let alone a mythic guild. I tried streaming the raids on this channel and it was, yeah, awful. Won't ever stream, won't ever do that again in one way or the other, even if I did get back into raiding. What is the new bag add-on everyone is using? None. Everybody's just using the default, I'd imagine. Don't you already mythic raid? No. Haven't mythic raid since season 2 of Shadowlands. Takes a while to progress. Yeah, I just don't have... I pretty much can't play in the evening anymore either. I don't necessarily not want to play in a guild at all, but it's just not possible because there's no active... Like, guilds are not active at 8 o'clock in the morning, you know what I mean? I get most of my gameplay in now in the morning instead of in the evening, so... Aren't you a GM? No, I haven't been since, like I said, season 2 of Shadowlands, pretty much.
Beware. Beware.
Raids are fun, BSing with your guild in Discord. that part is not what I would consider fun. But yeah, having friends to play with definitely was fun. Did that guy ever guess all the dance moves on that one raid fight? Yeah, it was Jix, he did it. Or was it Rusty who was doing it? Were they both doing it? I think it was Jix who was doing it. He did get it, but apparently he like didn't cue his mic for the last one. So we have to trust him. Hey Neo, what's up? Big welcome. All my friends stopped playing, so I'm recruiting my 5-year-old son to play with me. Training in Exile's Reach at the moment. Nice, yeah. By the time the World Sword Saga is over, he'll be ready to go. That annoying. That noise is very annoying. If I could only play during the day, I would consider going to EU. Ping isn't that bad, and the raid times is US daytime. Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely not leaving the... I got like 2 years of game time already stacked up. I'm not leaving this account, that's for sure.
Beware. Beware. Beware.
Metro, what do you think is the best healer for Mythic Plus? Blood Death Knight.
Yeah, welcome back to Umbilicus tier. Very, very generous, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, dude. Castle Nathria. I hate it. He should have been a Stark clone. What are your thoughts on Robert Downey Jr. returning as Doctor Doom? What does that even mean? How can he play a different character in that universe? Do I not know what Doctor Doom is? What is Doctor Doom? I thought that was a joke when I heard that. This is a Marvel character, is it not? How can he play a different Marvel character in the same universe? Doesn't even make sense. It's really ruining Iron Man for me. It's gonna be the Iron Man version of Doctor Doom. Oh, so he's actually gonna be Tony Stark still. Because that's what I was confused on. Like, how could he play a different character? I don't get it. I don't know what Doctor Doom even is, so. Chris Evans is gonna be the Human Torch again. Oh, really? There's Tony Stark that becomes Doctor Doom in the comics. Oh, okay. Well, that makes total sense then. So why would anybody be upset about that? I don't know who exactly he is in the comics, but there's an Iron Man Doctor Doom version. Yeah. That must be it then. I want to see Doctor Doom that one-shots Thanos. Does he really? Your first 17? Well, as long as we finish it, it'll be our first. We've already entered a few, but as you see, the timer is not looking good right now at all. This guy must have died like 7 or 8 times already, honestly. It's probably a multiverse thing. Like planeswalkers. Different universe Doom. They will probably teleport him back to the main timeline. Oh, okay. I don't know shit about Marvel. Giving congrats before the... Yeah, we haven't even finished it. We'll need to wait. People who are upset are the fans of the movies only and don't really know the comics at all. Well, like I said, that was kind of me. Like, I'm not even a fan of the movies, but I was so confused how he could play something other than Iron Man when but not a single thing I read about that told me that it was still going to be Tony Stark. Nobody said that. So, I guess that was why I was confused. Did they nerf? They must have nerfed this fight, huh? Did you see how little damage that did? On a 17? Be another 6-minute boss fight, though. Yes, this needs to be interrupted. It is 100% a multiverse thing, but Robert Downey Jr. is coming back for an easy paycheck. Apparently, he's getting paid more than $80 million per movie. Wow. I jinxed it. Sorry. I was already pretty much like, yeah, we were fucked in the whole time. Timer was pretty, yeah. It wasn't that lenient. I meant the boss damage on me was nerfed because it used to do almost one-shot me, and now it doesn't even touch me. I don't know the movies either. I do remember my brother watching the Super Friends cartoon with the Hall of Justice. That was okay, I guess. So, yeah. Congrats on seeing your first 17. This is my third, yeah. These guys are giving up, I think. Confused but not spewing vile around because you're a rational human. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't even care one way or the other. That's why I'm not spewing vile around. Locke trying to solo save it. I gotta go to sleep already. It's so early. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. 17 is a huge jump up, it feels like. Pally's highest Tyran AV is an 11. Oh, really? Yeah, that guy got fucking carried. I don't know. We don't have Anger Keystones, but that guy must have died at least like 6 or 7 times. Talks about it being early, then yawns. Yeah, I mean, I'm tired because... Or I'm yawning because I'm out of oxygen in my brain, not because I'm tired. I ain't going to sleep at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, that's for sure. Keys in the pre-patch are a lot easier than they were in the season, though. Yep. Not... Yeah, originally I would have said like 2 levels, but I think maybe it's less than 2 now that I've done a couple 17s. 15s were quite easy before the pre-patch. For me, at least. Now they're feeling like 17s is about... It's probably like 15 and a half from before. I haven't been around in a bit. Took a break from WoW. How'd the Prot Warrior arc go? Oh, I was just playing an alt. It was fun. I enjoyed it. My highest key was a 17 and I haven't played in 2 months. Just went in time to 19. Oh, yeah. I had a similar situation happen the other day. Signed up for an 8 Uldaman for Crest Farm and the healer didn't have any Uldaman timed. Dude slapped an 11 without saying anything and we triple upgraded it. When you're looking at soloing a boss, do you have an HP threshold you look at? Yeah, I just kind of feel it out. I just say it out loud. It's like 80 million. That doesn't sound like a good number. The funniest part is no one paid attention to the key level, including me, because I was figuring it was what I signed up for. Was a bit confused when I saw people getting the +10 achievement. Wait, well, you signed up for an 8 and then you did an 11. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, keys are... I don't know what that's a similar situation to, but... Yeah, either way, keys are a lot easier now. You should definitely be able to get all your 10s done, no problem, for the portals if you still don't have them. Alright, let's sign up to this one, because we do need... Even though it's a 15... We see this key is very difficult, so let's try to just get anything. Okay, good. There's a new affix announcement on Wowhead. Like another new one, or the one we read before? Yeah, that's not even an announcement. That's an article about nothing. New placeholder affix on War Within beta. Another placeholder affix has been data mined in the recent War Within beta. Does this mean we're going to see a 4th affix in the rotation? Yeah, they've already confirmed there's going to be 4. I love new placeholders. That's pretty peepo. Oh, yeah. Got it. Most of us aren't going to play them since they switch off after the level 10 key. Well, it's level 12, first of all, which is looking like a very hard key. So you'll definitely be playing them, quote unquote. You'll definitely be doing them for a long time. Unless you're like a top, unless you're doing a 20 right now, you're gonna be doing a lot of sub 12s. Especially with the gear nerfs, like insane gear nerfs. I can't believe they keep nerfing gear further and further. The tank will guide. No, I will not be telling you when to blow those. Didn't realize they switch off after 12. Yeah, the 13 key is the one that doesn't have it for the first time. So 12s look insanely difficult right now.
Five,
Evoker's first time doing this dungeon? I don't know, man.
1.
Do you have a Discord? Yep. Alright. This first poll, these first few polls really suck with Sanguine. But then as we get later in the dungeon, it gets a little bit easier.
We aspects must restore the powers
We did this yesterday and it didn't go all that bad. It just, the timer was just no shot. Like we had no shot.
that holds a disc of Keeper Tear's memories. Find that disc and bring it back to me. It may contain the knowledge we need to regain our strength.
Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Intruders here to take our riches, I bet. Have we found any witches? We've been digging down here so long, I can't even think straight.
No one steals from us! Time to teach these lunkheads a lesson!
Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl.
You cool if I post the polls in the introduction? No, just go through the process and I'll get you the permissions and then you could post it in the off topic. Maybe I'll make a channel just for trading card stuff since it's become such a big part of the channel.
Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl.
It seems like you've been against most changes they put in Mythic Plus for War Within. Does that mean you're less excited for War Within than your previous expansions? No. They're bad changes, but like, it's a game that has so many different changes over the years that you're never going to love them all, you know?
Gonna smash you.
The only thing I'm not happy with is how they keep doing crazy class changes without any actual time to test it before the launch. That's the only thing that I would say is making me less excited about the game.
Run away, little girl. Run away. Now you're gonna be
Be careful of Sanguine here.
away, little girl. Run away.
Okay, that went perfectly. Well, are we gonna bloodlust or what? I'm fucking, man, these guys below. I'm so done with this bullshit. Did we literally not just talk about this? Like multiple lines of conversation? It's crazy. Tank changes are really bad for pugs. It's like Blizzard wants pugs to stop playing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They basically keep making pugging worse and worse with all these changes.
Won't stop, Rover.
Hey, Strongman, what's up? Hey, welcome.
Stonebolt frogs. Attack!
Oh, we're gonna get away with it, it looks like. What is that? Guild achievement. You would think they want more players to get into Mythic Plus, so it becomes even more popular, but I guess they want it to become harder and harder. Yeah, I think it's just straight up, they just do not look at pugging as like a proper way to play the game. I don't think they're making changes to exclude people, but they're definitely not making changes with pugging in mind, which is effectively excluding people.
Always wins.
It's just hard to understand how they can do this because, like, surely they must see the data that there's more people pugging than there are not, right? Has to be. Especially if you count, like, low-end players. Well, yeah. I mean, obviously you're going to count them. If you count, like, the entire pool of people all doing keys, then surely there's more people pugging than not. When do the tank changes go into play? We don't know yet. Probably going to be with launch, though, which is the scary part. It's probably going to be the Tuesday before launch, which is the Thursday this year, don't forget, because of the changes to the pre-order ship. Most people I know cannot get a group of 5 players, even if they tried, so I don't know how Blizzard thinks it's the normal way to play is a pre-made. Right, that's what I'm saying. It's got to be far more common to pug than otherwise. For them, though, the low-end keys are still fine. Well, I was just talking about pugging. Like, just in general, not necessarily changes they're making, but, like, the fact that they just, like, totally refuse to acknowledge pugging. The majority of the people who pug, or play, must pug, right? Surely. Alright, let's get another fucking chain dyer. 3 deaths in 2 fights. For them, they think the hardest content should be done in groups. Yeah, well, again, not what I'm talking about, but... Obviously, the hardest content is going to always be done without pugging. You're never going to be able to pug a top key in the world, but...
Beware.
This fight doesn't really do much damage otherwise.
Beware. Time to move these things.
Pop in, let them have it.
Now the party's starting. Here we go. Beware.
How does Bud feel? Haven't tanked since the changes. Those changes haven't happened yet. I have a whole video on when I tested it on the beta. They're not they're just straight up nerfs. Like, it doesn't really change anything about Blood or how it feels. Just got nerfed, just got weakened.
Much obliged, strangers. We'll lend you a hand. That's nice work. That frog has been a real pain.
What changes would you like to see to make pugging easier? They need to give incentives for finishing keys. That's the #1 thing they need to do. That's like that, and then there's not even another #2 thing I would want to see.
What's this?
There needs to be incentives for finishing keys to keep people doing keys after the timer's over. The #1 change for pugging that needs to happen. Non-consensual disbands are the biggest difference between pugging and pushing. In a push environment, almost nobody's ever going to be like, I don't give a fuck what you say, I'm leaving this key. But this happens every single day, like multiple times a day in the pug world. I think if you finish the key even after timer ends, you should still get 12 crests. That would be a good start. That's nowhere near gonna address the problem, but that should just be the case anyway, I feel like. I have no idea why you're meant to lose crests just because you didn't upgrade the key. That's just ridiculous. Hey Metro, any advice on blood? I'm trying it out. Rifle, what's up, buddy? Haven't ran blood since Legion? Nah, I'm not very good at like the super general questions. If you have any specific questions though, I will happily help you out. Keybind Death Strike on a good bind. Yeah.
Beware.
Make sure you're ready to use your spells. Yes, good tip. What else? Elon Musk just accepted a fight between him and the Venezuelan president. Oh, really? The Venezuelan president? Why is that guy getting involved? Hey, Postal Dave, what's up, buddy? Long time no see. How's DK doing in the War Within? I think it's still really good, even though it keeps getting nerfed. But it's probably going to be like one of the weaker tanks, I'd imagine.
Beware.
I haven't tried any other classes now. Venezuela's breaking down. I know that's. I heard that. What is going on there? I don't know what's going on there. But what? Why would the guy then be doing that? The guy says Elon was trying to take over the country with his rockets and satellites. Is that a joke? I don't know if this is like officially happening or if it's already happened or what, but I heard that they're doing Starlink is gonna have like those stream backpacks though. I don't know if you just, I don't know, you meant to buy them or what, or you have to have a subscription or something. Do you ever do PvP or arena? Oh god, no. Sounds like a joke, but he said it. It's probably just like UFC shit, right? Like promoting a fight. It's like, what? Who would say that? I thought Elon was taking over Mars, not Venezuela. I don't know if he's taking over anywhere. Got a lot of big ideas that never happened. There's no way that satellite internet is better than even remotely better than fiber optic. Well, nobody said it was going to be, did they? It's for mobile, you know, being able to be mobile and still use the internet. So like if you go on like a woods, like you go to the woods for a hike or something like that, you can still use your, you can buy one of these backpacks and then you'll be able to like stream yourself in the woods kind of thing, you know what I mean? It would be a pretty big deal. Like if it ends up working out the way it sounds like it's going to work out, I'm buying one 100%. Elon's rocket landing back on Earth was pretty cool though. Oh really? I mean streaming from a backpack with that absurd lag. I mean people already do it, it's just only in areas where there's good internet now, so this would make it usable in areas where there isn't good internet.
Hey, what now? All I see are books.
Maybe we can find a few
Starlink is available to everyone, even if you live in the middle of the woods. Yep. That's why it's so valuable. And that was the main reason why I never tried streaming golf, because the area I used to golf in had terrible cell phone service. Like every time I was there, I could never really use my phone. Oh, who the fuck just... Are you joking? Did that guy just slap... It must have been slappy hands, surely. I really wish DPS could get fucking serious about Sanguine, man. It's embarrassing. This affix is so difficult as a tank as it is, and then you got DPS doing bullshit like that. I respect Elon for actually shaking up the industry. Every car make has an EV because of Tesla. Yeah, no doubt. I agree. Good thing it's going away. Yeah, the only way to get better at it is remove it. Welcome to WoW. Have you seen Trump putting? As a non-golfer, I need to know if it's as awkward as it looks. Yeah, that is like the worst putting stroke that yielded good results I've ever seen in my entire life. My dad putted like that, but he was not a good putter. breaking your wrist like that is like, you do not want to do that when you putt. He's actually like an incredible golfer. It's really shocking. Is your UI this bad because you're playing on the beta? No. This is not bad. This is good. I ran a low key last night and our healer just followed the tank. I didn't even notice until 3/4 of the dungeon was done. Did you record it? Tell me. Alice Cooper is a golf fanatic. Strike that under things that surprise me. Golf's like I would recommend everybody, especially as you get older and you can't do other sports. You'll want to think about golf, man. It's a really healthy thing. Really good for the brain and the body. I tried my shadow play, wasn't running. Oh yeah, you gotta get used to tossing on OBS then, because there's gonna be a lot of crazy moments. It's a good idea just to do it, just to have it, because there's a lot of times when you don't realize that something went wrong, and then you can look back at the footage. I use it far more for that than anything else.
Beware.
There was a golfer who beat Tiger Woods, who could get drunk as fuck, smoked heavily. You're talking about John Daly, yeah. I don't know how he's still alive, to be honest, but yeah. His son's now like an extremely good collegiate golfer for Arkansas. You'll be hearing the name again, the Daly name. He's not a very accurate ball striker, though, unfortunately, but he hits the ball a mile.
Purging protocols activated. Target acquired. Enemy marked. Beware. Incinerating undesirable elements.
I wonder if we'll be free from the Og Nightmare with the latest nerfs? Yeah, maybe. What's up, by the way? I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? Maybe there won't be a big push for Og anymore at the high end, and that's what it needs. Like, if people aren't playing it at the high end, then nobody's really gonna play it unless they like love it. Happy Gilmore was pretty good too, especially after we learned how to putt. I remember that, yeah. Chubbs was right the whole time. He should have slowed down. Just watched Happy Gilmore a couple weeks ago, or like a week and a half ago, I think it was on. Adam Sandler Marathon on TBS, I remember that. That one where he's like, he goes to school again, was that Billy Madison or whatever that was going to? It helps too that Dev is looking really strong. Oh, good. I like playing Og in low keys. I'm the small part of the player base who will suffer. No, see, that's the problem. You're not suffering. It's the others who are suffering. Playing Og in low key is basically you not being there. A lot of deaths. And the Tyrannical just, man, it's gonna be a rough. Next expansion is gonna be so rough. Bill Madison is such a good movie. William Madison, yeah. James Madison, good president, but I don't know anything about Will Madison. A little taparoo, yep. False low-key pugs will blame you for dealing 0 damage. I've never actually seen that happen, but if anybody gets that on footage and you send it to me, I will be extremely grateful. I heard they're making a Happy Gilmore 2. I actually think I heard that too. But it's a bit late now. Golf's not really the same anymore. Okay, I gotta go find this guy. Oh, I don't have ring power. Is he not gonna take it? Happy Gilmore was my first Adam Sandler movie. Probably mine too. I was pretty young when it came out. When did that come out? Like 96 or 99 or something? I don't even know when it came out. I was looking for the other half of this bottle. Oh, there's a piece there. Yeah, that's clever. I actually have to side with the PGA Tour though in that. Tiger's in the second one? Oh, they're at like 100% doing a second one? Oh, that's interesting. Alright. This guy's got, I mean, he's got to have at least 5 deaths, right? He's playing Chubbs' grandson? Oh, so not even himself? That's surprising.
System shut down.
Whoa! Look at all of this stuff!
The heroes. You can keep searching for whatever it is you folks are after.
Oh, right, because...
This room. Same problem.
What was that actor's name? He's dead too now, right? Forgot about that. Why are they doing this? Stand over here. Why would you stand on the outside of the line of sight pole? Not many people actually know to watch out for thunderclap and line of sight. This one, yeah, I guess these guys can be line of sighted still, right? Not really needed this week. Looks like I might have finally found a new guild. Oh yeah, it was that long of a process, huh? How active were you in finding one? Was it just you were kind of waiting for it to happen, or were you like applying like every day and shit? What was like the main thing you were looking for, I guess? TLDR. I apped over 50 guilds. No one needed a hunter. Oh, wow. That's unfortunate. Found out like 75% of the top guilds play on PST time. Oh, yeah. So there's like a limit to how late you'll stay up, obviously. That makes it hard, huh? That's what I'm saying. Like, raiding requires a very specific schedule, and it's like if you can't make that schedule, then you just can't really play. That sounds like torture just to raid. Yeah. That's why I don't do it anymore. Too limited. 3 guilds, 2 Hall of Fame ones tell me more than enough. Good enough. They just don't need another hunter. It's weird that they would like, because like you're like for sure only playing hunter, right? And other people are willing to be flexible, I guess. It's weird that they would say that now. Like, what happens if hunter becomes the absolute meta, right? Like, how could you say that? I do pug raids. Can't commit to a specific time. Yeah. Is it? Can you like clear the raid in a pug though? Like, I feel like you're never gonna clear a mythic raid in a pug, right? I would enjoy raiding more. I just don't want to be in Discord hearing someone yelling. Yeah, that part's not necessarily fun either. But if you play with people you enjoy playing with, it can be fun. That's exactly why I don't raid. Keys are much easier to jump into. Yep. Really, everything but raiding is easy to jump into in WoW now. Have a good rest of the stream. Headed to spend money on cards. I posted in Discord if you get a chance. Oh, yeah, yeah. Thank you for that. There you go. Feel free to post it in the off topic. I may make a channel for it afterwards. I always level up 3 classes. Oh yeah. Did you ever like play all 3 of them evenly afterwards? New place is basically same rank kill wise, but raids 1 hour less a night, so that's sweet. Oh, that's cool. What days and like what's the schedule? I enjoy raiding and raid tanking a bit more than Mythic Plus, but I always do it with guildies and rarely pug. You enjoy raid tanking more than Mythic Plus tanking? That's crazy. What do you think is the big thing that you like the most about it? Because raid tanking is like pretty much the beginning of the end for me. That's why I didn't want to raid anymore. So fucking boring to tank a raid. It's awful. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 9 to 12. Nice. Raid tanking is just watching YouTube. Oh, it's so fucking boring. It's crazy. Raid tanking was like taking a sleeping pill for me. Yeah, it was really bad. I didn't think it was going to be anywhere near that bad when I got into it. Whole guild was 8:30 to 12:30, same days. Okay, so yeah, so done earlier too. That's good. Dogs need to go out. Alright, man, good luck. No wonder my tank had time to watch me stand in fire for 0.3 seconds. He would make a mockery out of me, and I would be the one timed out for snapping back. Oh no. Taking Mythic Sark Breath is pretty fun, but yeah, I think it depends on the encounter. Yeah, there's usually like one good tanking fight a season kind of thing. When I played at least. Sion? Fucking people are crazy, man. That is the first time I think I've ever seen that happen. Another one for the spreadsheet. Yeah, that's a bad one. They messed up the pot. Yeah, yep. I don't think I've ever seen an Invis disband. That's pretty crazy. I tend to do Mythic Plus and PvP with 2 classes and tank raids with 1. Gotcha. He's really trying to argue that he has to be told ahead of time. Use potion on pull right before the skip when boss is coming up. Well, yeah, true. The group leader left, did he? Alright, maybe he's right. Yeah, he's right. It's your route. You should have told them about the skip at the start, to be honest. I never do in any other key. Never had that fail before, so what do you think the difference is there? His paw is probably in his Swifty one-shot macro. I'm sure you failed a couple of runs because they didn't know about it. Nope, not once. Not a single time I've ever had that happen. Usually one or two people don't have their paw, but never had a full wipe and a disband over it. And I don't know, like, can you refute this? Can anybody give me a refutable point here on this? The guy thinks we're just going like 20% over count or something like that. I don't know why anybody who's paying attention to count would do that. That doesn't even make sense. It's just like non-defensible. The guy was just not paying attention. That's his mistake. Even if I didn't tell him we were doing it, it doesn't mean anything. Just look at count. We're fucking going to be 15% over count if we pull the rest of the tall way. You should have realized that's obviously going to be something we're skipping at the end. In a low key, I would maybe get it, but once you get around that level of key, I feel like everyone pays attention to count. Yeah, especially in this case. Because the last boss is where you need the pot, if anything. Like, you should not be using it on that trash. You should definitely be using it on the last boss. So, regardless, it's like a really silly error to make. End of last season of expansion at the last key. I definitely have done this all expansion and never seen something like that before. It's pretty crazy. That's something new. Never seen it disband over an Invispot. That's something new. Alright. Well, it's probably gonna wipe on the last boss anyway, man. That boss is unkillable. What was the actual healer? Was it? Oh yeah, Evoker that died like 8 times. Someone said probably has potion bound to his CD macro. Yeah, I think it's probably the case. Plotting there, it just doesn't make any sense. But I don't know what else happened. It wasn't just him. Somebody else fucked up too. I think they potted and failed or something like that. The way they reacted, it made me think that the guy potted and then broke it with like a speed buff or something like that. Let's see if we can see anything happen. Because the healer just dies. Like, why would he die? It's one thing to not have a pop, but... Right, the other guy's suicide, so really they cause even more problems. Yeah, at this point, the evoker just like runs into the trash, I guess. I don't know why it didn't work, he said. Oh, God. So he probably popped it and then used like a speed buff and then killed himself. I only had one less to hold dungeon 2. Yeah, that evoker, another guy just getting carried. Unfortunate. That dungeon is unupgradable, guys. Oh wait, we're not doing it. We're doing underscore. The route I do. We only skip the last 2 guys before the last boss. Yeah, you can just walk around them too. Hello, Metro. What is your opinion about consumption talent? It's not very good from what I could tell. It seems like its only real value is to buff Blood Plague when we have all the Blood Plague power. But they just nerfed that again multiple times now, so I don't know. What is your opinion about consumption? Whoa. Couple Azralons. Have you played with any Holy Priests? Oh yeah. I just played with one 2 keys ago. They're still very common, unfortunately. Just so dumb to the spam with 5 minutes left. Yeah, I don't know. Once that happened, it probably was over, but... I remember this hunter's name. Matt's Hunt. Oh yeah. Are they doing okay? No, not really, no. How dedicated are you to Blood DK? As a priest main, I'm debating switching mains, at least from Mythic Plus, due to the state they are in. If they nerf Blood DK in the ground, would you still play them? Yeah, I'd play them. Even if they were totally, like, if I couldn't complete a single key on them, I'd still play them. My goal would then to be complete a single key. I set goals and play relative to my own success, not to anybody else's expectations. Hey, Calvin, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Blood DK is still looking better for Raid and Mythic Plus? I don't know about that. What are you going to do with those bullions? Nah, nothing. I guess maybe I could buy a trinket for leveling. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. No plans on it. I still have 3 bullions in my bag, so. Yeah, maybe I'll buy the Grief Torch, actually. That's a good tip. Is it a channel? You have to channel it, right? What's wrong with Priest? Terrible utility kit for the Pug World. Very squishy as well. Historically, the most squishy spec. And usually very bad damage dealers too, but they seem to have gotten big buffs in that way recently. That's how I feel about Feral Druid. I'll always play it. I don't care. I have the most fun playing it and pushing on it. It's definitely been nice being able to move to get Remove Corruption and Hibernate. That's funny. So you played Feral Druid even when it was like utterly awful? Channel, yes, but you can move with it. Oh, okay. Grief Torch could put you as top DPS with all the deaths. Bad utility and bad spot healing, which is what we're going to need in the War Within due to tanks being squishier. Yep. I had people quit on Invis potting. It was in Karazhan. Well, where'd you Invis pot in Karazhan? The end or something? Oh, Keystone Masters. You can get that in 1 week now. That's not what we're talking about. I'm just happy Frost copped some buffs yesterday. Oh, buffs, really? Oh, sorry, I meant 2500 achievement. Oh, Keystone Hero, right, yeah. Keystone Master used to be a pretty sizable thing. Deathbringer Frost has some nice ones. It's good to see that. Hopefully we'll finally see some DPS Death Knights. Another blue post about them. Nice. Season 1 of the War Within, I want to get 3200. Good luck. I don't know that I'm going to get 3200. Even Keystone Hero doesn't mean a lot now. Yeah, no doubt. It's definitely easier and easier as it goes on. Blizzard save Unholy, please. Unholy's really good too, right? Go! All caps, question mark.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Isn't Unholy good? I thought so. Unholy is great. I'm doing frost numbers, but it's not doing frost numbers, but nonetheless very good. Oh, good. Warriors high on Red Bull and cocaine. Oh, really? It's a pretty aggressive statement you made there. I stand by it. Final hallway to the chest. Yeah, I remember that one. This spot. Due for Blood DK at the moment or before? Yeah, there's no before anymore, so I don't really think of it that way, you know? Can't go back. There's been a lot of fun iterations of Blood DK over the years, but I do think it's continually getting more and more as I would like it, season after season.
Beware.
Better than waiting, I think. Just bullish, move on.
Beware. If only you could have understood the righteousness of our cause. Such a
No one told me that having a beard means I have to pluck dog hair out of it every morning. That's because you don't have to do that. Why would you have to do that? It gets in it? How? Your dog sheds like crazy, I guess. Is that what you're saying? Dog sleeps on his bed. Yeah, and sheds like crazy, I guess. You and your dog have an interesting relationship? Yeah, what are you doing there, huh? The dog hair adds to the fullness of the beard. You shouldn't do that. That's a great point, actually, yeah.
I will not allow you to disturb Meladrusa's work.
Just assimilate the dog hair into your own? Yep.
So that I could return these
That's what I would do.
I will not fail.
Golden retrievers shed a lot too. Huskies too. Oh, really? Get rid of the dog. Problem solved. Well, that's not the only way to solve that problem, but that's one way to do it, yeah. It would be fine if the white hair didn't make me look 60. Oh, bro, I got white hair in my beard. No problem. I don't think anybody thinks I look 60. Chicks like guys with like an aged look that aren't actually old, I think. I can't get rid of Arthas. Your dog's named Arthas? I actually knew a person who had their dog was named Arthas too. That's funny.
Meladrusa, I
You will not interfere.
beware.
You got blonde hair, mine's black. Oh well, either way. I think it's like in vogue now to be like to look like you're in your 30s or 40s, but have like a wizened aged look to you. Obviously, if you're actually 70 and you look 70, then I don't think anybody's attracted to that. But salt and pepper, women love it. Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Beware.
He's gonna sell your soul for his Purina, the dog, right? Yeah. Imagine that song playing like every time the dog walks in the room.
But I need your strength, little one. My chain will freeze your bones.
Dude, this fucking Tyrannical is just like impossible, man. It's crazy how much harder keys are this week compared to last.
Be frozen and shatter.
Is Death Strike change noticeable? Not in yet, but on beta at least, no, it's not really noticeable to be honest. It's just basically a nerf. Like, you'll notice it because you're healing for less. That's the only thing that would be noticeable about it.
And shatter.
Beware.
Consume you. Only death for those who follow orders. Be frozen and shatter.
Why did... Man, Shadow Mount really blows, dude. It's crazy. It just doesn't even work sometimes. Chronicle Week says the tank just feels like you're crossing your fingers. Yeah, it's just fucking boring. I guess that's why keys were so easy last week, because usually the hard part about Fortified is surviving. Whereas now it's everybody else has to survive and they didn't get buffs.
You will not interfere.
Beware.
Consume you. Be frozen and shatter. who follow order.
Beware.
And that's why I hate doing intentional deaths.
Be gone, dragon lackey. Be frozen and shatter. I will save these.
Go robot love pools. Hey, what's your score now? I don't know, man. I'm not worried about score. I'm glad you're having fun with it, though. Rough week? Yeah, this is awful. This is crazy. Doesn't even look like it's hard to even compare this week and the previous week. This is one of the worst weeks of the season after they buffed it and made everything so much easier. Ruby death pools. 16. Disband. Alright. Still Druid. I stepped away for 2 seconds and already disband. Well, we're fighting the first boss, so yes. Of course. That boss is a breaker. I can't remember, were they getting rid of Tyrannical and Fortified? No, they're basically adding them together to every single key, so... I guess it's kind of like they're getting rid of them, but in reality it's just going to be way, way harder than it is right now. I just popped in. Where are people falling apart on the first boss? Just does a lot of damage, I guess. I don't know. I think that one guy died to the fucking whelps because people don't know that you need to actually attack the boss. The guy with Feign Death, Turtle, and Misdirect died to Threat. Then made a jape about it. I guess I need to use Misdirect. So, yeah. Why would you ever not use it in that situation? That's exactly the place you would use it. Alright, this guy's highest key is an 11. Let's go do the 16 with him. Hunter full on Zug Zug when ads popped and then adds a great comment about using MD. That's crazy, right? Like where do you think it should be used? Like I don't. What do you think the spell's for? Guess I need to play the game. Yes. I guess I have to use spells in my toolkit to help beat the dungeon. Pretty hard to figure out. Let's see how this one goes. Alright, we will. We'll do it together. Don't expect anything though, man. It's been really bad. We've only finished 2 keys so far this week. I think. Is that right? Yeah, only 2 finished so far. Well, this one we did that. Yeah, okay. This one doesn't count. This would be like a warm-up key. There was no other keys listed. So only 2 progression keys have been finished so far. Although that previous Uldaman, that really should not have been a disband.
Rebels have raided a caravan of medical supplies and taken them back to this encampment. Reclaim any that you can find.
It's fine. Data collection's important also. Yep, I do like data collection. Dan Connor, that's the real guy.
Alcathar Academy, we believe in teaching by...
That's a good one. You guys think I should get one of these? Oh, the Yankees are playing the Phillies right now, I guess. Trending Bryce Harper. Oh, what happened? How much are they, I wonder? Ragnaros Mage? Oh, yeah. The fuck is that? It is a Charmander onesie. Adult onesie. Let's see how much it costs. Oh, it's at Kohl's. $40 only. Okay. I don't like onesies at all, though. I'd never wear one. But that's cheap. Chilling Rain ETBs back in stock on Amazon. Limit 27. I'm gonna buy 27 of those. Metro should stream in that one. Yeah, well, I do have some Pokemon swag to wear. Why do they even make adult onesies? I don't know, but they become very popular. I think it's like an urban thing. $40? Does it have a butt flap? Oh, they has to. It's a onesie. That's what it means to have a onesie.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Hard to poop if you're in a onesie? You're right. There's like actual clothing that's like that too, though. It's like all one piece. Like I don't know how the fuck you go to the bathroom. You have to like take it off.
Welcome to Alcathar Academy.
Like suspenders, I guess. Yeah, you have to like take those all the way off, right?
The school is a touch behind schedule, but
New students.
Not if you don't care about the onesie. Oh, then you just poop right in it. That's actually gross. Pooping is the easy part. Prison Mike with somebody. It's the cleanup that's the problem. Yeah, you're right, actually. Sentiment shared by a few. I saw a bunch of ads for modern onesie hoodie combos, right? It's very popular. And they're not like, I mean, that's very cheap. I'm very shocked because like even a regular Pokemon shirt is like $30. So that's very cheap. Gotta have the drop seat. Do you like wear do you wear anything underneath it, or do you go like totally naked in those? I've never worn one. For a small donation, you can help this Poke addict not financially ruin themselves. Well, $40, that's what I'm saying. It's a good deal.
Beware.
Greetings, Metro. Good luck on your run. Just popping in and seeing what's going on. Daniel, what's up, buddy? Welcome. I'd wear underwear just so it's not flapping down there. Oh, I get it.
Beware.
Hey, sir, how are you? Kobe's Hub. Welcome. New name there. Welcome. How are you is the better question. I'm well, but what about you?
Beware.
Oh, is this fucking guy again? This guy just... He only has his question mark keybound, I think. He did the same shit on the first fucking in Ruby Life Pulls as well. Just random question mark. Appreciate it. All good. Sweet, 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 sweet. Good to hear.
Please excuse the mess. Sometime since students have been here, I'm just putting together my lesson plan.
Do you have a favorite Pokemon type? Type. I don't know. I'm in the middle of playing through my Pokemon game for the first time. So I do have aspirations of doing like a monotype run. If I was going to do a monotype run, I'd probably start with Dark type, because I think it's my favorite type to do a monotype run with in my game. But it's not necessarily my favorite type. I don't know that I have a favorite type. I kind of like them all. There's some that I don't like, I guess. But realistically, I like most types. Maybe Water. Water has like the type that... Water has the Pokemon that I like the most consistently. This is a good key, good dungeon. Yep. Algathar's a fan favorite. So Sanguine is over in War Within, thankfully, yes. Yours is Electric, Bug, and Fighting. Oh, really? Bug, huh? I bet a lot of people don't say that. You're a Lepidopterist. I love bug types, really. What's your favorite bug type? I always was a Blastoise person myself. Well, that's not a electric, bug, or fighting type normally, but in my Pokemon game, it is actually a water fighting type. Your favorite would be Beedrill or Venomoth. Oh, really? Haven't played WoW since MoP. Nice to catch up and see what's going on. Sweet. Well, if you have any questions, let me know, man. I definitely agree that Psychic type would probably be able to complete a mono-type run. In my game, yeah. Psychic would be like really... That would be the easiest one. Because we'd have both Wobbuffet and Starmie. That's like not... That wouldn't even be challenging. Charger Bug is your favorite? Really? What's that, Gen 6 or something? I'm leaning towards Alakazam. Alakazam would be good in that game too because of this trick or whatever it's called. Turned 48 today. Oh wow, really? Well, happy birthday, my friend. It's just a number. Take a look at your cellular age if you want to know your true age. Happy birthday, my friend. Thanks a lot, man. Well, it's not my birthday. Fuck. Somebody else's birthday, but still, thanks to them and good luck to them, I guess. Happy birthday to you too, Metro. Thanks, I appreciate you saying that, man, even though it's in March. March always a good month. A lot of donations on your birthday. I was thinking about faking extra birthdays. You guys think that'd be like scummy or what? August 3rd. It's my birthday, guys. Make sure you show up. August 15th, also my birthday. Make sure you guys keep showing up. I think it would work once. It would have to be like really far away from March for it to work. So yeah, like really August 6th, yeah. How many birthdays can you have in 1 year? That's what I'd be looking to see. Push the boundaries on that. When did you start your Death Knight? You could say it's your Death Knight's birthday. That I don't know. That's funny that you say that though, because a friend of mine used to put down these chocolate cakes and he used to say it's Rivenfarn's birthday. It was the name of his warlock pet. He says this is for him, not you. People would take the cake. You know those chocolate cakes you can get in Dalaran? He would put those down in a raid. And be like, it's Rivenfarn's birthday. Don't take his cake. This is his cake. Really weird. When was your Death Knight risen into undeath? Yeah, that's a good question. Make a spreadsheet so you can get called out for it. So when you get called out for it, just say it was an experiment. Nah, I was joking. That's super scummy. I would never do that. It works at Chili's and TGI Fridays. What? Having the cake or something? What do you mean by that? Good boss damage. Would you say that?
Well, it seems like things are in further disrepair than we anticipated.
These last
Charger Bug and its evolution, Heracross, and that crocodile with the black glasses were my favorite Pokemon. Oh, really? What is Charger Bug's evolution? That's the, I think I know that. I can see it, but I don't know what it looks like, what it actually is called.
Beware. 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 Beware.
Vikavolt, that's it. Yeah.
Beware.
I like that Pokemon, actually. Electric Bug is a cool type. I love tanking this pull. Yeah, not me. I do not like this pull at all.
Beware.
I'll be happy when I never do this pull again. The only pull in the game where you can play perfectly, but if you're just not perfectly positioned, you will just instantly get one shot, and everybody else will die too. Having to move so much, I think, is the thing I dislike the most about it.
Beware.
Till season 3 of The War Within, when they can bring it back. Nah, they won't be bringing Dragonflight Dungeons back an expansion later. This pull always scares me. Yep.
Beware.
Remember season 1 when you were running Prop Pally trying to do this pull many times? I remember doing some Prop Pally, but I don't remember this pull being any type of conflict. I think it was pretty easy, actually, if I remember, because we had the immunity, right? Get what fast? I don't know, this dude just keeps saying like nonsense over and over again. I'm trying to ignore it.
Some students have trickled in after you. They seem interested in our sports field. Help them sort out clearing the place. It is in quite a state.
Beware. Run away, little girl. Run away. Beware.
How'd that dude die? I think he walked off before the mob was dead. It's a pretty common issue. Who's outside your window? I thought it was the mailman, but it looks like it's UPS, the brown truck. I told you about, well, you didn't hear if you weren't here before, but I need the mail to come so I can figure out if something got delivered to the wrong address or what. Do you like the Dragonflight Mega Dungeon? I didn't dislike it. It was a pretty good Mythic Plus. It was just hard. The upper version, at least.
Wait, what are these birds doing here?
Fall was tough too. To be fair, they were both hard. They both had really difficult bosses. At least it's not a creepy YouTube follower. Well, I'm on effectively the 3rd story, so if there was a person outside the window, something weird would be happening.
Beware.
That makes it much more funnier.
Beware.
If it's YouTube follower in the 3rd floor window, you have to talk to them. They earned it. Yeah, no doubt.
Beware. Beware.
Finally done with this dragon expansion. Not quite, but it's getting there. What's it, another 3 weeks? I don't actually know when the expansion comes out. I need to look. Only one man could do that. The guy who's been trying to reach you about your extended warranty. I haven't had anybody do that. I hear a lot of people try to do it, but nobody here. It's the 22nd. Okay. So we have next reset, this reset, and this reset. So 3 more resets.
Beware.
This Friday I'm going to be gone, but yeah, we still have another 2 weeks after I get back. Didn't the pre-patch half launch get delayed? No, nothing got delayed. I think Kiefer Sutherland did that in The Lost Boys. What, climb up 3 stories?
Use them to get her attention.
Yankees 4-3 already. It's a big game. That guy they got, man, he's something. Chisholm Jr. Oh, they may have had a grand slam. Wow. Damn.
At least we know that works.
That sucks. I missed a grand slam. Grand slam in the 2nd inning. Shit. I was excited to find out a new class was coming, only to discover it was a weird-looking lizard with wings. That's been in the, you mean in Dragonflight you were excited?
Beware. Beware.
Evoker was a very powerful class, so regardless of what its aesthetics were, I think a lot of people were excited by it. Still one of the coolest specs, Devastation, one of the coolest specs for world content ever.
Beware. 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 Beware.
How did I get the memo? He say bop or bubble? I guess both. He say both. Bop could be used there too, or no? Yeah, I think so.
Beware. 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 Beware.
I'm flying up to Satika, Alaska next week.
Beware.
First fishing trip in 8 years. I'm so excited. Oh, that's awesome. Nice. Alaska, that's... Yeah, that's not a place I would ever go, I don't think, but that's cool. I guess the summers in Alaska probably aren't bad, huh? But we know all about the night country.
What dark type Pokemon are your favorite? Probably Absol. I have to say Absol number 1. I like Toxicroak as well. Wait, no, that's not a dark type. That's poison fighting. Forget it. Yeah, I don't know. I like a lot of Pokemon. Oh, I know the answer to this question. What's the dragon? The dark dragon? Hydreigon. That's my favorite. Yeah, I think dark's my favorite type. It just really, like, resonates with me for some reason. Be 46 degrees out on the water. I could not be there in the winter. Yeah, no, it's pitch black in the winter. You wouldn't even be able to fish. Crocodile? That's a water type, but
Beware.
I think I might have made water dark in my game, though, actually. Now you bring that up. There's a lot of Sasquatch activity up in Alaska. Oh, really?
Beware.
I guess it wouldn't be so bad if I was rich and had a whole ass compound to hide in. Right. Like, what was the name of that place? Can't remember. The dark one with the shades? Oh, my bad, you're right. Crocodile, that's a different Pokemon altogether. Totodile, sounds too familiar.
Beware.
Yeah, he's actually a very good Pokemon. He's got Moxie. I'm going to Utah for 9 days at the end of August. I can't wait. Oh, y'all. You'll have to. So, well, oh, you're going to miss the expansion launch then. Well, I hope you have fun. Crocodile is some street drug made with gasoline or something. Oh, really? Last time I was out there, I mouthed off to my little brother, and he lifted me over the boat. I elbowed him and skipped, and the skipper only saw him get clapped, so he threatened to call the Coast Guard on me. Hopefully he'll forget about that whole ordeal. You're getting a lot of conflicts with people, huh? I don't know that I've ever heard somebody talk about them being in a conflict more than you.
Beware. Beware. Beware.
I'm gonna miss the second week of launch? Oh, okay. You'll be here for the launch night at least. I wasn't sure when you said 9 days. Like, I wasn't sure which direction the 9 days was extending. Makes your skin scaly like a lizard, hence the name. Is that serious?
Beware. Beware.
No joke. Wow, that's fucked up. I should be back for season 1 start. Oh, that's good at least.
Beware.
Thank you so much for your help. Though this all could have
I don't know why I'm always stuck in combat after that.
someone not trying too hard.
What an overgrown statement.
What is that? New voice lines? Overgrown statement? What the fuck? Baking cookies right now? What kind? From scratch dark chocolate chip. Whoa. I don't like dark chocolate much, honestly. Never had it in cookies, I don't think. I've always been a sucker for white chocolate. Oh, really? I kind of like white chocolate too. I'm a fan of dark chocolate. It's good with espresso. Oh, really? Definitely don't drink that. Personally. You strike me as a snickerdoodle kind of guy. It's funny you say that. No, I'm not really a cookie guy, kind of, honestly. If I'm going to eat a cookie, it's just going to be a regular chocolate chip. Choco chip. I'm making it with regular sugar and brown cane sugar. Why? Why not? Well, because it's more expensive, I guess, is a good reason. It's a bit more, but it is tasty. Get it? Did that guy switch? Did he go outside and switch to BM? Is that why it took him so long? That's pretty crazy. Are you running the ice sheet talent? Yeah, I got it. Yep, he's BM. That's crazy. This guy's got some funny things going on in his head. Learned something about the trash and the great push. The ads only bolt players in front of them, so if players stay behind them, they'll never get targeted. Wow, I didn't know that. That's cool news. It's really crazy how people find that shit out, man. Watch him lose to the Frosty Can, the boss. I don't know, it sounded like he was saying that he was going to do good boss damage, but he did not at all, so I don't know what he's up to. Is he still marksman? Yeah, I guess he's still marksman, I don't know. He's got Murder of Crows, he's BM. Oh, okay, so why is it still showing? I guess that's just from before or something. His top damage is still rapid fire. I have a little secret. I grind some of my chocolate in a coffee grinder, super fine bits of chocolate throughout the cookie. Oh, that's a fucking good idea. I like that idea. Wow. That sounds awesome. I gotta try that. A coffee grinder? Is there any other? I don't think I have one of those. Is that an option? Is there another option besides that? I did not even think about that. That's a really cool idea. A blender? Ah, I'm definitely not gonna use a blender. That's gonna be a pain in the ass to clean. A mortar and pestle? Bro, we're not running a pharmacy here. Like what? I guess there's not a lot of good options. Maybe just melt them down? Can I melt them down and then use that? Every tool is a hammer if you think. I guess technically, yeah. Your cell phone can't be used as a hammer very accurately, though. A box grater? Oh yeah, cheese grater. Can I use a cheese grater? Should I melt it all into a sheet and then use the cheese grater? Just use an old seasoning grinder? I don't think I have those either. You guys have all kinds of cool shit. It'd make the dough slimy. Oh, okay, we don't want that then. Cheese grater, right? That's an option.
Beware.
I don't have a salt grinder. I don't know what that is.
Run away, little girl.
Won't the filter get damage? For the coffee filter? Yeah, I don't know anything about coffee. Oh, the Mayo again doubled to right. Verdugo scored. Volpe scored through 2 more runs. The Mayo's making the ball hit the bat again. Do people actually have cheese graters? It's funny you say that because I knew a person who was like, I can't believe you grate your own cheese. It's like, I don't know if it's because of like the Italian heritage here or what, but like, yeah, I don't. I suggested that like people are laughing at you. I said this to my mom. It's like, people are laughing at you on the internet because you grate your own cheese. And she's like, I would never even think about buying anything other than a block of cheese and grating it. Like, whoa, that's hardcore, I guess. I don't know anything about it. Does this hurt the coffee? Not if you don't put the coffee in with it, bro. Like I used to. Salt grinder equals peppermill for salt crystals. Yeah, maybe I think I had like a peppercorn thing, right? But they're too small. Like I don't think it's gonna be big enough to grind up a chocolate chip. Pre-shredded cheese has a coating to make it not stick to each other. That's disgusting sounding. I always worry about grating my fingers when I use one of those. Yeah, me too. I'm like fucking wildly grating, like, oh my fucking, you know what I mean? And it's like, oh, I'm gonna cut my whole fingers off someday. There will be no pre-shredded cheese in this house. Nope, that's not allowed.
Beware.
It's cornstarch or cellulose fiber, essentially the same thing, but it impacts the way it melts. Oh, we don't want that then. Oh, we got only 4 points from that. Are you used to that UI from long-term play? Seems so chaotic. Nope, the opposite of chaotic. Why would you say it's chaotic? That's a really weird thing to say. Yeah, that guy did end up going BM. That's funny. Oops, that's the wrong day. That's next week. Alright, so we got Algathar 16. I haven't used a cheese grater in so long. That's what everybody says whenever this gets brought up. Yeah, I fucking hate using a cheese grater, so that's why I got brought up the first time, because I was like, you know, I think I was helping my mom make dinner or something, and she asked me to grate the cheese, and I was like, I fucking can't be asked for this, man. It's an awful feeling. You have to really, like, push it. Otherwise, you just, like, it just falls out of your hand. We use a cheese grater for cabbage. Oh, really? Weak overall from Frost. Did he die in the first poll? No. Anti-caking agent? Yeah, I like cake, so I'm not trying to anti it. When someone asks about his UI, we know he's new. Probably new to the game, yeah. Especially saying chaotic. That's a weird thing. Yes, there's just random shit on the screen. Totally not tracking any core information. Just random shit. Alright, let's see. Halls? We need halls, right? Cake lives matter? Oh, don't say that. I've been eating them all my life, bro. Picture of a turtle pops up mid-boss fight covering 90% of the screen. Now that would be chaotic. Yep. Why turtle of all things? Old would probably kick your score over 3,400. Yeah, if we can get a 16 Oldman, that'd be crazy, but that ain't happening, seems. That's it. That's the only thing you're gonna reply to after all that, huh? Weird. Alright. I actually just really like turtles. Oh, really? I guess they're okay, yeah. I have a very minimum plater profile. Do you feel like it works well? That's not really what you want to hear. If you guys didn't watch when I first started coaching Harry, he's like, nah, bro, I really like minimalistic UI. I was like, yeah, that's the opposite of what you want to hear. Is there an animal that I can relate to? Low and slow. And very, very old. What do you think about add-on bloat? Nothing. Alright, robot love pools. Here we go. He's the I like turtles guy. Who's that? Oh yeah, we had the emissary quest. That's not even, does it give anything? Like, why should I even turn it in? I don't know.
Aspects watch over you.
Didn't even give any gold, no, so that's pointless even turning that in. Pepto is good for bloaty feelings. That's true. You're damn right about that one. Jesus. I can't play looking at so many procs, to be honest, oh no. Yeah, I mean, you gotta track them, right? I track the stuff I need to track. Stuff I don't need to track isn't on there, but... It's gonna... Do you ever give SOD a try? Nah. If I can get like a offline version of it and play it on like my private servers mainframe type thing, I would. But yeah, no interest in playing with the people who play SOD. There's too much content that would be required to do with groups as well, it seems. My UI is fairly simple. I have some things being tracked. My healer though, a lot is being tracked, yeah. Some specs require more than others. Did you play Classic? A little bit, not much. I've mostly just been playing it alone on my own. Blizzard's version of Classic is plagued by people that I have no interest in playing with. It's a fun leveling experience. I've avoided most group content. Just want to try the new dungeon when I hit 60. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like you can't really avoid most group content unless you want to only do like half the shit. Raven, what's up, buddy? Welcome. What tank will be meta according to you next season? Nah, I don't look at that. I don't look at the game that way. I haven't been following Classic. Is there still an issue with GDKP? I think GDKP is like not possible in SOD, right? Hey, Cabdo.
Metro, what do you think is the best healer for Mythic Plus? Blood Death Knight.
Thanks a lot, man. From what I've seen so far, the 11th boss in Molten Core seems really lackluster. It looks lackluster, but it's actually a really cool thing. I really like how they did that. And they actually added a new dungeon too. That's pretty cool. People are too streamlined on what's considered optimal. Yeah. House of Dragon finale. I know. I can't wait. Spliff, what's up, buddy? Welcome. So GDKP really isn't that big of an issue. There's plenty of SR guilds in Classic. People just want to play with the big guilds, but want them to change their ways. What is SR? I tried to find a guild in TBC and there was not a single guild out there. Nobody out there. And the only guild I found was a group that also used GDKP in their guild. It was crazy.
5, 4,
What does soft reserve mean?
2, 1.
Still not normal guild bullshit, it sounds like. Season finale, not finale, right? Yeah.
Alex Straza charged us with protecting the light pools from the primalists.
What is GDKP? Basically, like, if you don't know what DKP is, basically like a method of looting that incentivizes you to attend raids a lot. Like, you would get 1 point every time you kill the boss, and then you would spend those points, and the person who spends the most gets the item. So GDKP is the same thing, but with actual gold. There is no GDKP in SOD. In fact, my gym was so paranoid about trading anything in a dungeon because they knew they were getting banned. Yeah, you can get banned for it, from what I've been told.
Beware.
You have to pay gold to raid. Well, you don't have to, but I think like people won't let you join if you don't bid on a single item, right?
Beware.
That new mythic mount looks dope. Oh, really? I guess I haven't seen it. I'm going to do a poor job explaining it, but you can reserve one item prior to the raid. If it drops, only the people who reserved it before the raid can roll on it. Why not just do loot normal? I don't get it. Kind of cuts people from rolling on stuff they don't really need.
Beware.
Is that an actual problem? Who gets the gold? Everybody's meant to split it at the end. But usually, like, from what I've been told, like, at the end, a lot of, like, the leaders take an extra split because they believe they worked harder than everyone else or some bullshit. The +1 system is the best loot system I've seen and been a part of. It really is the most fair way to handle loot in Classic. Oh, I don't know what that is. The most fair way to handle loot in Classic is it doesn't fucking matter. It's joke mode content. Just roll on the item. That's the most fair way to handle it. On top of all that, it's bloody Classic. Doubt there is a need to get... That's what I'm saying, dude. Great example. Alex Central made a clip about this a while ago. They were in Upper Blackrock Spire, and a BOE dropped. And, you know, an epic BOE dropped, and, like, a lot of people didn't roll need. And so he felt bad about it, and he tried to get everybody to re-roll, but the guy who won it wouldn't give it back, wouldn't give it up. So he ended up, like, there was like a ton of drama over it. And I just was cracking up laughing because they're in there with 9 people. They don't even have 10 people. And people are freaking out about loot. It's like, that is Classic in a fucking nutshell. Like, you are not going to see a better representation of Classic than that right there. People losing their minds over not even understanding how to roll for an item when you don't even need 10 players to clear the content that just dropped it. That's fucking insanity, dude. That's really insanity. Alright, I guess we close. You roll on a piece, and if you win, you get a +1. Then the next time a loot item drops, you roll against someone without any points. They win the item, basically. Oh, so that's just... I've never heard it called that, but that's a very common loot thing. Suicide Kings is what they used to call it, I believe, right? Get points, and then every time you use them, all your points go away, and you can only win an item with 0 points if everybody else has 0 points. How about you just roll for it? Yeah, it's crazy, right? Like, I can't believe how much nonsense has to go into loot in a joke mode game like that. It's such an incredible turnoff, like, unbelievable turnoff. If I ever joined a guild and they were making a big deal about loot in Classic, it would just be like, I'm done, man. That's enough. That's enough.
Beware. Beware.
It's definitely not like you need the gear. People just want it. Right, and that's my point. Like, who gives a fuck? If you just want it and you don't need it, then why is anybody getting worked up about it? Because they're, like, fucking casuals, basically. Like, those are the only people who get worked up about loot in live WoW. People who, like, feel like they're entitled to gear.
Beware.
They really just did a terrible job with looting Classic, and I think that's at the heart of all the problems. Shipping loot is so annoying, though. I always drama over a bunch of pixels. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, there should never be drama over loot in Classic, other than fucking Thunder Fury or something like super prestigious. Getting bent out of shape over a single item is like you just suck at this game, I guess. I was originally hoping for a graphically new version of Classic. Oh, that was never gonna happen. Some DPS warrior took my Moreau stopwatch for his alt spec back in the original TBC. I'll never forget that. That was a good trinket, I remember that.
Beware.
There is a good reason for loot drop actually running Molten Core 20 times and seeing the same loot drop every boss, and then finally the one item you've been wanting for weeks drops and a random pug takes it. No, that's the reason why it doesn't matter. You basically just said you supported my claim. If you're able to clear that raid that regularly, that easily, then who gives a fuck about loot? Why are you worried about loot?
Beware.
I have the two-handed It Mace from BH for my DK healing spec. BH, what's that? I just mean I could see why people would get upset over it. Well, that's what I'm saying. That those people are casuals, like they're getting upset over something that is totally irrelevant. Everybody should have an equal chance at getting loot. So somebody getting something other than you, you're just entitled, and you're just wrong in this case. It's one thing to be entitled in actual difficult content where it may make a big difference in the progression, but to act like that in content that's on farm the first time you fight it, yeah, there's just no respect. I have no respect for that.
Beware.
You need it for the next raid? No. Incorrect. That's the other thing that's like so crazy about Classic. It's like 40-man raids mean that you'll never need loot. Like they couldn't ever have balanced the raids around having 40 people in BIS loot. You know what I mean? It's just never. It would just never be possible. That's why they tapped out like instantly and made 25-man raids. Brackenhide? I guess I don't know what you mean. Nax is hard, no doubt. Like obviously, most of the raid would need some loot from BWL and shit, but you'll never need one person to have a specific item to be able to kill a boss in that game like you would in Live WoW.
Beware. Save as many as you can. Beware.
I like what they did with the fire resist thing. That's a really cool idea, though. Basically, Season of Discovery has a lot of really great ideas. It's just played by idiots. You need some gear to clear Nax. The likelihood of 6 season greens killing Kel'Thuzad is low. Probably, possibly, but definitely on the lower end. Well, we're not talking about Nax, one way or the other. The thing that got brought up was Molten Core. I don't know if you were talking about Molten Core too, but I don't expect people to be like. Why would you walk into Nax with greens? Who's even gonna do that? But again, Nax does not need 40 people fully decked out to be able to clear it, was my point. Like, do you understand what, like, you're missing a key part of this, right? Like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, like, I guess you're too used to GDK people shit, I guess. But in real raiding, everybody gets loot. Like, in a raiding guild, if you don't get loot, it just means one of your friends got it instead. You understand? So it doesn't matter who gets the loot. Yeah, obviously you can't run 40-man with greens and kill Nax, but whether you or I got the loot, somebody in the raid still got it, and that's all that's needed. You need some baseline of gear, but you just clear raids and you get loot. It doesn't need to go all to me.
Done. You have secured the first pool. Now see to the others. Beware. Beware.
Run away, little girl.
Keep clearing them out.
What do people in Classic Era do now? Classic Era? Reroll. I don't know if that Deviate Delight shit is still going on or what. People give up on that already. Ouch, this shit was fucking doomed from the start.
Beware. Beware.
Deviate Delight was wild. Alex went off the rails. Are people still playing it now, though? Or because it wasn't just him who went off the rails. Pretty much everybody went off the rails. That shit was crazy to watch.
That was the strangest thing I've ever seen.
You are almost to the master of these minions. Hurry onwards, champion.
Seems like everyone but him is still playing it. It's a stupid streamer server. Cargo's and Amphi and those guys. Yeah, they fucking ruined that shit, man. I don't know, man. Those dudes need to go do something else with their lives.
Beware.
It must suck. I actually don't like, I don't know, man. It's hard for me to say too much negative about it. But I do want to say negative things about it because it's really fucked up what happened. But it's still hard for me to say because, like, man, I can't even imagine if I was like a classic only streamer, like, what the fuck would I do? I would be so fucked, dude. I would just be leveling over and over again. Like, I don't know how these guys don't just play retail. Like, come on, man. You have to, like, make up rule sets and all this. I mean, this is just, I don't have anything nice to say about people in Classic, but this is like, you should be slapped in the fucking face if you're doing this shit. Like, you're actually trying to pretend that you know better than the game? Come the fuck on, bro. Grow up. Go, just fucking play the game for fun, man. If you can't do that anymore, then you should do something else with your life. If you need rule sets to pretend like you're playing some fresh server, and that's the only way you could have fun, and you're gonna criticize other people who don't want to play that way, you got something seriously. You need something. You need a new hobby. The only classic only streamers I see are PvPers. I don't know, there's lots of them. Games are supposed to be fun. What's this fun you speak of? I just spoiled Final Fantasy VIII for some streamer asking him if it's a death dream. What does that mean? Why are you telling me that? The dungeon reminds me of Pringle smoking a bowl. Oh, the good old days. That shit was hilarious. It's annoying that Kargoz was able to make that his comeback. I thought Alex has ended his career for good. But then he just comes back and does the exact same shit that... It's actually fucking crazy. That dude, I don't know, man. Guess I want to like that guy. I want to give him a shot, but... He just can't make anything... He just can't play the game, it seems like. It's always got to be some business strategy. You're ruining the fucking game by doing this, man. You're making it so difficult for your average player to enjoy it when you're making all these... Making websites and fucking events and discords and shit, bro. Can you just shut up and fucking level a character? Like, that's all we need from you. Nobody's asking you to do any of this shit. And then they get mad when you say, like, you know, oh, we just want to help the game. It's like, okay, then stop doing this. I mean, do you see Blizzard doing this? Did Blizzard create this bullshit? No. Do you know why? Because that's not the best version of the game. You creating, like, layers of social interactions on top of the game is not what Classic is. That's a different version of the game. That's called making a guild. You want to make a guild, you can go make a guild. But trying to run it, like, enforce rule sets on a server like that, it's like, bro, that's not WoW. You're basically monopolizing the fun that everybody else is allowed to have. It's crazy. It is absolutely despicable what those guys did to that. It looked like it was going to be a really cool organic project. And I was greatly, like, at one point I was really upset that I wasn't going to be able to play on there. Because I was like, fuck, man, I'm going to miss something awesome. And then it's just more and more and more rules and more bullshit. Like, this social ladder that's being created. It's like, this is just not Classic, man. Now I definitely can't play it. Jix, what's up? Jix from the past streams here. No, you didn't spark my buying of cards. Oh, no. It seemed like a hell of a coincidence. That's good. At least I don't want to be responsible for your financial ruin. That guy Greek Wario made a guild called Unfazed and broke all the rules. I know that's what it's like solidified it in my head. when I saw how that went, it's like, nah, I'm done. These people are fucking idiots. Not only are they idiots, they should be totally, like, I don't want to say deplatformed because that's silly, but they should not have any pull in the Classic community. They no longer represent what Classic is meant to be. If this is the way you approach content in WoW, you're a fucking scumbag. You really are a scumbag. Like, if you are trying to basically overly structuralize everything and basically monetize it, like whether or not these dudes want to admit it, that's obviously what they're doing. Like, everybody on the planet knows that that's what they're doing. Whether or not they want to do it is whether or not they want to admit it. You can try to prevent it, but everybody knows that's what you're doing. You're doing it for the benefit of your own career first and foremost. Nobody's doing that to help players because they don't need the help. It's a fucking video game. You play it and that's it. But it's just super scummy, man. I have nothing nice to say about that. They don't actually care about the community. Obviously not, no. I mean, I think that's very, very obvious, especially the way they got handled with that Greek Wario guy. Are we talking SOD? We were talking about Deviant Delight. You know what that is? Basically, like, this medium-sized streamer decided to, like, try to rally his community to all play on this server that had, like, 0 people on it from actual Classic era. So it would feel like basically like a fresh server. And, like, his meager community all agreed to do these, like, rules. And then as more and more influencers got involved, the rules became more and more like fact and not suggestion, to the point where anybody who was violating the rules was getting like blacklisted and shamed. It got so fucking, I wish I could summarize it. It's insane, like, how weird it went, how quick it went too. It was alive for like 2 months. And that was it. And then it went fucking apeshit. Like, nothing made sense anymore. People were doing all this bullshit, like fake socialization, and then you have like really big influencers coming in and trying to like co-opt it and like take over. They're like making fucking websites and discords and shit. It's just a joke. Absolute embarrassment. I like I said, I honestly don't know. Like, if I was in these guys' shoes, I would feel bad. Because it's like, I don't have any other way to do this. Like, this is the only career I can make at this point. The game's never getting... It's going to be the same shit for the rest of my life, you know what I mean? Yeah, they wanted to keep the server at phase 1 or whatever. Like, bro, it's not in phase 1. It's, you know what I mean? You can't fake this, dude. This is not something that you can make a rule set about. The content is there. It's not something that you could stop people from entering. So just give up. Like, just let them play the game the way they want to play the game. Why are you worried about it? This is a rabbit hole I'm about to go down on YouTube about people being blacklisted. Oh, you gotta watch. I don't know if there's actually videos of it on Alex's channel, but that's where I followed it. He basically was in the thick of it. That's me. I won't climb a ladder with a group that we should all be mutually friendly. Yeah, it's a good way to look at it. I already had cards, just didn't mention it until recently. I've been collecting and playing 20s for 20 years. Oh, cool. Well, good, man. Glad to hear that. I will say I did level up a tune on there when they first started it, and it was fun for leveling. Everyone was basically the same progression as everyone else. Right, that's what everybody wants in a fresh server. So I could see it, but it's just, it's not like that, man. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you can't force it if it's not there. And they got, like, they like fucking tricked Blizzard into not allowing transfers there, and it's just so fucked up. I have no respect for that, honestly. Who is it that got married? That was Jix, yeah. That was 1 month of cards. Happens when you get a 10K wedding gift. Oh, okay, there you go. Maybe I should get married, fuck. Where's Kyle? We haven't had any big donations. Need like a big donation. Go buy some fucking Pokemon cards. Alright. Looks like we got an upgrade here unless we wipe. Congrats, chicks. Hope you have a happy and lasting one. Yeah, me too. The restricting transfers that server was fine IMO. It would have been really awkward to have transfers there. I disagree entirely. It's all fake, dude. That's what I'm saying. Why would I not be allowed to play my character there if I wanted to play my character there? That's totally ridiculous. The server is not a different server than the other classic era servers. It's just people pretending it is. I get what you're saying. I think from Blizzard's perspective, it's cheaper to allow that server to act as a new server. We don't know anything about Blizzard's motivation behind it, so no need to speculate on that. But regardless, my problem is that like the influencers basically like convinced Blizzard to do it and then like took the credit for it. Like if they made some major change in the game, and all they did was basically just like make the server seem like more of a farce than it already was. I'm sure that's next though, just like hardcore. There'll be some stupid single progression server. Buffing Vengeance damage 15% was a mistake. Also buffed our hero talents. I think that everything got buffed. That's what I got told. This sucks. It's the middle of the summer and my company is slow as hell. Oh yeah, it's boring to work when it's slow, I bet, huh? That was like one of the main reasons why I wanted to stop working at that job, was because when it would be slow, it would get so weird there. Like you'd have 3 cancellations in a row and it's like, bro, I can't do anything about that. But everybody would get bent out of shape. But you can't just be sitting here and not working for 3 hours. It's like, I didn't do this. How is this my problem? I didn't do this. I'll fucking leave. Do you want me to leave? It was the worst, dude. I hated it. But when it was actually like full on every day, then it was fine. But man, when it was slow, it was the worst. I'm sitting in a depot parking lot with nothing to do. Yeah. I've cleaned my van 3 times in the past 2 weeks. They bought Vengeance specifically. I heard it was all tanks. Let's see. Because I know Blood got buffed too. How much does the lack of double death striking hurt in beta? Not at all. But I never really played the game that way, so you'd have to ask somebody else probably. It's good to have a clean van, yep, especially when you get people to come and do it. Where's this post? I do think all tanks got buffed. I know Vengeance was 15%. So it's like instead of 10, every other tank was 10 and Vengeance got 15. Is that what you're saying? Here it is. Oh, Treemouth fixed? Oh, this was live. I think they also nerfed the gold you get from killing from all raids, unfortunately. That seemed to be totally nerfed when I did it this morning. Is this it? Yeah, so blood 10%, vengeance 15, guardian a bunch of, they're kind of like shuffling their damage around, it looks like. Monk Brewmaster got 15.
Rot 50. Yeah, so actually Blood got the least damage buff, it looks like. Maybe Bear did. I didn't see a Bear damage or increase. Yeah, they didn't get one. It looked like they just kind of got their damage shuffled around. Alright. Well, we'll definitely do one more. Might be the last one. So we can sign up to the 17s. I'm not signing up to that one. That's going to be a joke. Questionable. I've seen 420k overall on Vengeance in the last few days. On the beta? Oh, well, this is for the beta. I haven't heard a lot of discussion about tank damage, but I heard Vengeance is not in a good state. Yeah, beta's still there, yeah. That's all these like changes that didn't come into the pre-patch are all on beta. They really fucked it all up, I'll tell you that. What happened with the Yankees? Did they win? Not over 6-4 still. Castellanos doubled. Seems Vengeance is fine. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know anything about it, so you're probably right. I was going to say all the people I watch are on beta since pre-patch. Really? I don't think I can do that. It's not fun to play a fake character. Here and there is fine, but to do it for like 20 days straight, that would just burn me out. I think I'd be more apt to play it if you could actually level the character and then do keys on it afterwards. Like if it felt like it was live. Men's USA Game 1 is starting soon. Oh, basketball. I did a 10 in regular talents. Don't think my HP went under 90 often. Oh, right in the pre-patch? Yeah, no, tanks are gods in the pre-patch because none of the changes they were making have happened yet. Absolutely gods. Joyce, what's up? Welcome. How you doing? New name? Brackenfell Hole. I feel like you gotta get that 12 ultimate erase. Yeah, it's just not gonna happen, dude. This key is still impossible. What's our overall rate on it? Let's see. Ultimate still a 72% spam rate. That's wild. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but it's a 92% deplete rate. I mean, I tried multiple times already this week. It's just not happening. We had an actual good shot at the run, and then everybody, like, I don't even know what to say. The guy, like, failed the invis pot, and everybody left because they failed the invis or something. Really weird. I'm like 3 streams behind after being gone a week. Oh, really? Well, if you haven't seen, like, keys are way, way easier in general, but not that one. Not on Tyrannical, at least. Alright, yeah, it's gonna probably be my last one. It's getting really warm in my room again. So we'll do this one and then back tomorrow. Don't forget, next Friday I'm not gonna be here at all. Gotta get some time to make some videos. Next Friday I'm again driving 16 hours in 2 days. Although since it's gonna be Friday, I might elongate it over 3 days. We'll see. I thought you had an AC in your room? Not anymore now. I only had the one AC, and so now that this is no longer my bedroom, I moved it to my actual bedroom. Finally in the oven, the cookies. Yeah, what a cool idea. I never even thought about that, grinding up the chocolate chips. That's pretty cool. I need to invest in an electric mixer. Oh, really? Do you make cookies that often? Still can't believe that. Cavdova, 60 months. Holy shit. I like to bake. Oh, really? I've never baked a single thing in my life. I've not made many things, period, but yeah, baking definitely not. By bake, do you mean like bread? Oh wait, you're serious? Because no way you haven't made a frozen pizza in your life. I think it means like bake an actual something from scratch. I mean, I definitely used the oven before, if that's what you mean. It's easy and way cheaper than buying pre-baked things. Yeah, I mean, obviously, but it's a lot of work, man. Baking is hard. I made those little, I made like little muffins in a cup. And even that is a pain in the ass. Bear Rocks, was that? I like to cook, but I don't bake. Yeah, I don't mind. I've actually enjoyed cooking recently, but baking is not. It's just not interesting. I don't really want to eat dessert. Like, dessert's like a guilty thing for me. It's like, nah, I shouldn't eat this, but I do because it tastes good and it's there. But if it's not there, I'm not gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna make this shit that I shouldn't even eat. You know what I mean? Like, it's not happening. Meat and cabbage packed in a bread roll. That sounds fucking disgusting.
4, 3, 2.
Most of my baking isn't dessert. Well, that's good. It's delicious? Okay. Take your word for it. Maybe yours is delicious. They took away the Phoenix's trail when dragon riding it? Oh, really? I didn't even notice.
Run away, little girl. Run away, little girl.
I'm just sanguine. Vicious Claw Mangle. Oh, good knock, actually.
Beware.
Those in the know, TLDR for the pre-patch event. I'm eager to hear what somebody says, if anyone does. From what I can tell, it's not got much to it, and they're not very interesting, and they're very long in between times. Oh, Faxy's definitely in the know, yeah. I just don't know if he's still here. It sucks, yeah. I haven't heard many good things about it. It's cool that they're doing like old events though. I really like that part of it. That's definitely awesome. I went to the Onyxia one this morning and it was actually fucking awesome even though it was over. They really need to figure this shit out. If this is how War Within World content's gonna be, I'm gonna be really upset. The rewards are lame. The weekly to kill 3 bosses takes 4.5 hours. Oh really? Just because you can't do it all at once, right? Like that's the problem. The rewards seem really bad too. Like I don't know why anybody would be worried about that level of gear. I don't like the new World Quest icons. Yeah, they're weird looking. I don't really get what they're meant to look like. Do the weeklies on one character, you get 4.5k currency. You need 360k to get all rewards. Well, I mean, that's not abnormal. You're not really meant to get all of them, right? It's also extremely laggy within the zones trying to do the events. Oh, really? Yeah, that's not surprising. Iguino, welcome back. How are keys going today? Not great. You could do it on alts and send the currency to 1. Yeah, that's always, I think, well, then not maybe always, but it's not uncommon to be able to do something like that. For some reason, when I open Dragonflight reps on main, it shows only 1. Oh, really? Like this tab, you mean? Gotta be a UI bug, I guess.
Beware.
The U key? Oh yeah, they changed the way this all looks, right? I like that warband icon though, it's pretty cool.
Thieves. Kill them. Ruin them. Destroy them.
Also, bug in LVY if that's what you're using, Jix, fixed in the next version. Oh, really? That may be the problem. It's the best I've ever seen that pack, though. No, I'm just kidding. We aggro more shit.
Beware.
It's actually only 1 mob. I don't see a new LVY up just to July 25th. I think he's saying like they know it's a problem and it's gonna get fixed, but it's not fixed yet. That's the way that reads to me, at least. What do you guys think of like 90s like fascination with like karate and like fighting movies, like Steven Seagal, what's that other guy, Jean-Claude Van Damme? What do you guys think of those types of films? Do you think they were well done, or you think they were super, like, did you like them then? Do you not like them now? Like, how do you feel about it all? Bloodsport, like something like that. What'd you think of it? They're fun to watch for someone who didn't grow up with them. Oh yeah. A few bugs. My worm crest just vanished from my currency tab now. Maybe that's the same LVI issue. They were the superhero movies of the 2000s, very popular, but a lot of slop along with a few good ones. That's a good way to look. I like that. I like that assessment of it. I remember when I was a kid, a movie my dad watched all the time. I loved it. The movie was called Hard Target. Who was in that? Steven Seagal was like the ones that I think are the most hated on, but I actually like them. There's a couple good ones. Not a lot, but a couple. What the hell's going on my screen right now? Jean-Claude Van Damme. Oh, okay. I never really saw his films. Cookies are almost done. They're dark with black flakes from the ground chocolate. Ooh, do you like that? That probably doesn't look very good, but it probably tastes good. I feel like a lot of baking is presentation too, right? It's not just taste. Not food in general like that, but I think especially baking. After the third Chuck Norris movie, you get the stereotype of cowboy lawman. A lot of those movies had, yeah. Kind of like badass vigilante, but very morally righteous. Plot armor miles thick. Yeah, that's another funny way to put it. Looks okay, definitely not the clean look normal cookies have, but I'm pressing these to myself so I can look like hot garbage if it tastes good, but I'm presenting these to myself. Yeah, no, I get you. If you just eating them yourself, then fucking who cares, eat them. I'll take a picture for the Discord. All right. So since those are beta, I'm guessing you still have 50-second Bone Storm CD? Yeah. Yeah, all of those changes are... Like, none of those are in the game yet. Including the tank nerfs from a couple weeks ago. So tanks are just fucking god, like, just absolute gods right now. It's crazy. How's blood feeling in pre-patch versus beta? Well, we just talked about this, but since the tank changes are not in the pre-patch, they're just absolute gods. They're much, much, much weaker in the beta. But that's to be expected, given the magnitude of the difference between the two, which is totally... I don't like it, at least. I'm not going to say it's unacceptable, but it's not good. It shouldn't be like this. The pre-patch should have all the class changes so we can get used to it. That's how it's been for every other expansion ever. It's weird that there's such a difference and the live client hasn't been updated. Yeah, it's going to be a big jump for a lot of people. I don't know why they're doing it like this, but I really do feel like they fucked up by doing it this way. They do it because of 60% stand buff. It's too difficult for the implement on live. No, I don't buy that. They could easily just not implement that and it would still be better than what we have. No, they wouldn't need to rebalance anything. I mean, look, the game's already been rebalanced because of the class changes, right? Look at how much easier keys are compared to what they were. If they made them harder, nobody would think anything different. Alright, so they fixed this boss apparently. No longer gonna get one shot. We'll try getting eaten once just to see, but after that we won't. Where's the mob? This is why I didn't know pulling this mob was possible, because it like phases in and out. It's really weird. Looks like he's still, whatever we did there, he stopped doing the... He didn't eat anybody that time, but he didn't die.
Beware.
Was that because I AMS preemptively, maybe? If so, we should just do that every time. Try it one more time. Is he going to do any other mechanics? It's bugged again, I guess. It's just not one shot. New bug. Now he's not doing anything. Now he's just a tank and spank. 100 pets going crazy. Yeah, looking to be him. Yeah, now it's just a straight up tank and spank. I parried the suck. Where I do that all the time. Live is fine and balanced. Yep. Oh shit. Yeah, now he's just straight up tank. Did you see though, Jix, the bug that they fixed? If he ate somebody for some reason, he would just die. So it'd be like a 30-second fight. Just instantly got one shot. They fixed that last night, and now this is what the fight looks like. Arguably, well, it is longer at least, but it's probably in a worse state than it was before. Also, don't parry the suck. There goes all your fun. Yeah, for real. Fucking elbow to the face. They fixed the boss and introduced a new bug. This is worse. This is more bugged, I think. It's just less egregious because it doesn't instantly end the fight. The paladin didn't pray. For what? Right there, that's a fight that everybody would want to see in this game, I think. When people ask for no more fixes, that's what they're really asking for right there. Stuff with no actual mechanics so they can just DPS the whole time. I bet what they fixed is just that he doesn't kill himself. Yeah. So there's like a fundamental bug too behind it that needs to be addressed, I guess. But maybe they just weren't able to do that in this time. It was probably just breaking the key if they even care about that, but... Because that's like cutting like... How long was that fight? It was still 2 minutes and 39 seconds with no actual mechanics or ad spawning. So it's normally probably a 3.5 minute fight at this level, I guess, right? So they basically cut a full 3 minutes off the fight. No. Where's Bone Bolt Volley? I don't even know what's happening right now. That's probably not a good thing. Gotta be really ready for Sanguine. Hogvoker pulling his weight. Yeah. Good spec. Alright. Sanguine could have went a lot worse there. This mob's still alive though, we gotta pay attention. I don't know how someone could have fun with Og. I actually really liked it when I played it. It is fun. And I think the reason I like it is the exact opposite why what you're saying is true as well. It's like, I don't play the game to stare at meters, you know what I mean? I play the game for interesting interactions and like gameplay loops, you know? And Og's got that in spades. They have so many unique pieces of utility and unique things that they can do. And so for me, I love just doing all that shit and not giving a fuck about anything else. And that's why Og's great. Because if you had the ability to do all that shit on, say, a Frost Death Knight, but Frost Death Knight's overall damage was 100k lower than everyone else, you're gonna feel like you suck, right? But because Og, it's hard to judge, it doesn't really feel like you don't get that worry that you suck by doing fun shit, you know what I mean? I could knock the mobs up, I could blow them back, I could grip people, I could take them all over the place, and then nobody has to worry about my actual damage, so it's like the perfect, it's just like a fun spec. Like at that point, I mean like colloquial fun, not like it is fun. It's just like, it's not a DPS spec at that point. It's just something to do for fun almost, you know? I play Windwalker. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Y'all already talked about the Og nerfs a couple times, but I don't remember much being said, to be honest. The basic rotation is so boring though, and keeping Ebbing in mind is easy. Yeah, maybe it's just my inexperience with like DPS in general, but I really enjoyed it when I played it. I could see myself playing it. Like if it was actually more desirable, I would see myself play. Like if I did really high keys, I could see myself playing it, you know.
It's just a fucking total joke to be playing that in a fucking 10 or whatever I was doing at the time. An old 10, you know? A 30% nerf to the primary stat they give in Mythic Plus. Yeah. That's all they did? Because, like, I don't really feel like that's going to really nerf them that bad, do you? I think, like, the major reason they're powerful is because of the defense they bring. Did they change that at all?
Beware.
Oh, we're going to get feared here. Yeah, it didn't get anybody trouble. They removed something completely from their hero talent. Oh, really? They should have just made it so they don't buff healers and tanks. That would actually be a very... Actually, that's a really good way to balance it, to be honest. That's really good. That's a really good way to balance it.
Everything rots away in here. I control. Reclaim everything. I will wither this world and eat its bones.
Run away, little girl. Beware.
Is this enough? This might not even be enough. Don't know, because Angry Keystones doesn't work. Thomas Cooking? What's that mean? Oh, you're saying you agree with his idea, basically. Okay, sounds good. Fist of Fury haste change is huge. Oh, really? I think they're moving most of the DPS value from the group buffs to their personal damage. I've seen some Augs actually doing good damage in the beta. Yeah, I heard about that. I don't know if that's true or not, but I heard about that.
I will wither this world and eat its bones. Your corpses will spread the rot.
Beware.
I actually quite like this fight as a tank. It's basically just a DPS fight though, that's why I like it probably. No real danger as a tank, but there's a lot of stuff I can do to be maximizing it. It's kind of like an old raid fight. Kind of feel like Vectus. We got constantly to switch to ads, I like that. Heavily raining now currently. That'll cool things out. Did we fail to kill that?
Beware.
Oh, that's bad. It's because we got a fucking AUG. Losing to a healer.
This power obeys me.
That one died, no problem. Cookie pics are in the Discord, nice. Check it out after this. Kinda was hoping that you're gonna wait until after dinner, because now I'm gonna get really hungry when I get them. That murder of pros, I don't know what the fuck that is. Those are some big ass feathers. You should check totem damage. Remind me, yeah, I'll definitely take a look. That visual, right? It's wild.
Power obeys me.
Beware.
Hey Doom, what's up, buddy? Welcome.
This power obeys me.
Barely got that one. .23 FPS on Echo's boss? Yeah, that's probably gonna happen a lot. I've yet to fight one of the bosses, but I'm sure it's common. And that's the fight. Easy upgrade. Is this a double? 6.5 minutes left. Six will be almost 7 minutes left. Only one death. Even pull a way over count. Well, not much really, but a little bit. Slightly over count. Pro task, anything good from the vaults? Nah, it's not. I just checked the tokens. Alright, easy upgrade. 5 more points. I think the rat has his CD in a way where he forgot the name. Oh yeah, the execution sentence is on the boss when the totem spawns. Yeah, let's take a look at totem damage. How do we look at it again? Clean run? Oh, that was really, really clean. Did we double upgrade it? No. This is laggy as the Wrath pre-patch event. Oh, the memories. Damage. Like this, right? What's the name of it? Rot Burst Totem? No, that's something else. Is this the highest Mythic Plus score you've ever gotten? No. Don't forget, there used to be seasons that had more than 8 dungeons. So if you're talking about a raw number. Okay, Rot Burst Totem, there it is. There's the damage chart. 25 million from the Hunter. Paladin didn't do great, and then me and the Evoker kind of added up to be less than the Hunter. Yeah, you get like 5k from BFA. I think even Legion. Didn't Legion have like 12 dungeons in that final season? Brett was slacking there? Yeah, it wasn't great. Alright, well that's good. I think we're good. So we'll be back tomorrow with some more. Stay tuned on the second channel. A lot of stuff coming out in the next few days, hopefully. I need to run to Target tomorrow morning, so hopefully I'll have time to still make an episode. But yeah. Thanks for everybody hanging out in this interstitial time between expansions. Don't forget Milk Fry. I'm never going to forget it. Yeah, I'll be back sometime tomorrow, so stay tuned. We'll see you there.